Welcome everyone. Hello, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, having a non-sucky vegan life here for you guys. This is Friday, November 25th. I'm sorry, a few minutes shy of 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, my normal time that I come on, and I still didn't come on too late for people in Europe. Robert Pawsey, 3 a.m. I guessing you live in Europe. Maybe take a wild guess. Italy, maybe? Let me know. I don't think this little black dot on my hat here. I'm going to flip it around. My hair is just, it's covering up today. So I didn't really give a crap about it today. I just kind of let it dry all crappy. So anyway, got my hat on. I didn't go bald over Halloween, or what was it, Thanksgiving? God, I'm having brain farts today. Angie and I are tired, man. We were had some food out there, fell asleep on the couch, so just kind of getting back into things here. So yeah, good day to everyone. Glad to see people showing up on what we call here in the United States Black Friday. It's a day where people buy a lot of stuff for a low price. I have to admit, I wasn't planning to buy anything, but I was out in my garage today lifting weights, and I saw one of my pieces of internet network gear that gets my my Wi-Fi into the garage was busted down. So I've been meaning to buy a new Ethernet switch. So I know that was my big thing, splurging like $15 on a gigabit Ethernet switch on Amazon. So that's my big Black Friday purchase. So anyway, how y'all doing? We survived. Looks like we all survived another Thanksgiving holiday. I didn't do too much. As I promised, we weren't gonna really make a big deal about it. We had pizza yesterday, so that was cool. Went out, had one of the few places I know is open, grabbed some pizza, and had a margarita, and she had a mojito, and a Dole Whip as well. Hey Peter, how's it going? Glad to see all our happy fam showing up and just our regular viewers showing up. So we will see how veganism fares tonight. See if anyone comes in to try to debunk veganism. Had a lot of people get all rattled about my Earthing Ed video, the one where where VD said he's not vegan because he's so god darn attractive. So anyway, a lot of people were triggered by that, by that video. Not you guys, but anti-vegans. So we'll see if any of them come. They had a lot of strange, even some vegans were triggered. I had a one or two vegans, I can't remember now if it was the same person, arguing that Ed is not vegan. I said, why? Is he not against animal cruelty? He's not against animal exploitation? I think it has to do with he uses a different definition of veganism that some people like or something like that. And I said, anyway, come Friday. I'm just not in the mood to hear it in the comments. Come Friday if you think you have a reason why a person who's an animal rights activist, who's against animal cruelty and exploitation, how that person's not vegan. You need to explain it to us. So we'll see if that person comes. Produce Not Pills, they're going to say, how deficient am I tonight? I'm just kind of deficient in energy. I tell you, I've been kind of tired. I don't know why. I'm just kind of tired today. Maybe it has to do on the days I do when I lift weights, when I do butt, leg day, whatever. For me, it's like one and the same. Legs, lower body, whatever. It's kind of tiring because it usually involves some deadlifting, which, if you guys deadlift, it can be one of the lifts that makes you kind of fatigued for the rest of the day. Maybe you're so strong that doesn't happen to you, and awesome. But yeah, for me, I feel a little bit tired after deadlifting. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Woo! Ryan sneeze. Did you get that, VD? Veganism debunked. Yeah, maybe I'm just deficient in a little energy tonight, Produce Not Pills. How about yourself? So Robert Pawsey, where are you at? Well, you never told us where you're from. Was I correct? How do I get the full recommended amount of calcium? Well, first I want to say I'm not a medical doctor, not a nutritionist, a dietitian, or have a PhD in a relevant area, but I have shown my blood tests through all the years I've been here on YouTube, and calcium is usually measured in them and never been close to deficient in calcium. Calcium's in plants. And if you guys in the crowd here have any recommendations for Roberto about any plants that you eat in order specifically to get calcium, share it with Roberto. But I don't go out of my way to do anything special. I know. I thought I was gonna say I thought one of the seeds I used to eat a lot of a few years ago was high in calcium. Now I think about it, I think it's iron, pumpkin seeds. But let Roberto know if you have any particular plants. But I just eat a balanced, diverse array of plant foods, whole food plants generally, and my calcium ends up being fine. So I don't go out of my way to get any special foods. But yeah, what Joshua was saying there, leafy greens, tofu, I get plenty of those. I've kind of learned over the years. Hey, Hanzola's cousin, happy post Thanksgiving to you, Hanzola's cousin. How you doing there? I hope you had your what was it? This would be your second or third vegan Thanksgiving. Let me know if you had a good one. But I was gonna say, I don't do anything special. Just eat a diverse array of plants, and my calcium seems to be fine. See if you guys have any Christ. What did I say, Christ? If you guys have any suggestions for Roberto. I was right about Italy. Cool. See, I'm part psychic and part scientist. There, I was able to take a pretty good gaze. Is that an accent? Gaze. I took a gaze. It's kind of an Italian accent there, Roberto. Did I do a good job that I took a gaze? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. Don't be offended, anyone. I'm just blurting weird stuff out tonight. I'm not sure what's up. Okay, Indy points out a thing. You might want to watch your grains. Oxalates. Yeah, just, I don't know. I'm not sure. Do your research on that, but I've noticed I'm not deficient in calcium. Hey, Uncle. Good to see you, Uncle. Still working on the Thanksgiving leftovers. Yeah, Angie told me about the feast you were part of yesterday, right, Uncle? That sounds cool. Yeah, we ate pizza. We had a really good pizza, actually. This kind of like cheeseless mushroom pizza. Mushroom and some kind of Beyond little meat thingies pizza. Oh, Hansel, this is your second Thanksgiving as a vegan. It was amazing. Had some tofu. That's always fun. I always tell people if you're really pressured to you feel this need, you have to participate somehow in Thanksgiving, or you want to. Some people really like holidays. We're not big holiday fanatics here. But yeah, you can always get a tofurkey. That's what people used to do, before there were a lot of options. Now there's way more options, but tofurkey is still a solid choice. Not to say that's what you guys had or anything like that. I just want to point out, if you're ever in a bind in the future, got to go somewhere, you want to celebrate, and you don't want to prepare a bunch of foods that are, really time consuming, you always get some tofurkey stuff. Yeah, I think Personal Pills, I think this might be a tradition. I had so much fun with the margarita and pizza last night that I'm going, hey, this is awesome. This is the first time I got mildly buzzed or /drunk on a Thanksgiving. Most people do. I notice when people go to their families, they've got a beer in the hand, the baby in the other hand, and whatever. But I usually don't drink around family, and for me, it's not the time I feel like I want to let loose or whatever, or party or something like that. So anyway, yeah, me and Angie, we usually split a drink. That's what lightweights are. But I said, what the hell? It's Thanksgiving. Let's live a little. She had her mojito, I had a margarita, and I was like, wow, yeah, this is pretty hard when you have, we're lightweights. We have no resistance or, what's the word, tolerance or whatever, Anyway. Yeah, we gave thanks for plant-based pizza. I was grateful that we go to where we went, get a plant-based pizza, and people were there to serve it to us on the holiday and make us margaritas. That was cool. Let's see, Thomas giving some more recommendations to Roberto in Italy there about calcium plants. We have broccoli, leafy greens, just had your blood checked. Calcium is great. Yeah, same thing with me. I've never gone to the blood test concerned about calcium. There's other things I'm concerned about, but never calcium. Calcium, iron, these things are always totally fine. Alcohol can be a black hole. I feel maybe that's why I'm so tired today, Sarah, because I'm used to not drinking a whole drink, I tell you, it's a lot for even me, 195 odd pounds, that's a lot for me because I just have no, I don't have whatever drinkers have, that lets them drink all day. I don't have that. So it's kind of rough. That's a cool thing about drinking, I guess. It's kind of fun when you're feeling it at first, maybe the first 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. And after that, it's like, it's all right. It's kind of overrated. It's really not that good. I can see that's why I don't really like consume much alcohol. I just don't find the rewards to be worth it. Like 15 minutes of feeling kind of cool and the rest of the night kind of, Anyway. And it's expensive too, Sarah. Yeah, our 2 drinks cost way more than the pizza. It was expensive. The pizza was like 25-ish bucks. The drinks were like 17 each. It was like, with tax and everything, over 70 bucks for a pizza and 2 drinks. It's like, wow. I don't think we would have spent that much just buying Thanksgiving food. But this way, someone else made it for us. It was warm yesterday too. It was like 79 degrees, sitting outside near a pool. And this is cool. This is California living here. It's the Han Solo's cousin, usually on Whole Foods. Yeah, us too. That's what we prefer. That's what we feel the best on. But yeah, you're probably not going to find too many Whole Foods for if you buy a packaged Thanksgiving meal, or like what we did, go out and have a pizza. But we're like you, usually on the Whole Foods too. And well, so thanks for the other super chat tip there, Han Solo's cousin. You have 1 type of vegan meat every 3 days. That's a good ratio. I would say, without even trying, I'd probably get a kind of like a vegan meat kind of thing, maybe once a week or something like that. But yeah, once every 3 days is totally cool. And that happens to me sometimes when I'm busy and I'm going out a lot and, there's not many options other than like you get some tacos, have some vegan meat or something like that. But yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, something like that. I think I'm a little less, but on some weeks, on a busy week for me, I'll have it like maybe 1 type of vegan meat every 3 days like you do there. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. Drinking's expensive. That's one reason why we don't drink a lot too. It's a lot of money. I figure if I really, really want to drink, I could drink some at home and like spend like 8% of the money you would have spent going out somewhere. It's just like, we're not made of cash and, we're trying to live modestly. So, hey, Peter became an uncle on Wednesday. Congratulations there, Peter Cunnington, our moderator. Please, tell us a little more about this. What kind of uncle? You have a niece or nephew? What's up with that? I remember you said your brother got married last year or something like that, right? Is that your brother's son? Let us know. Zoe, have I tried Omnipork? What's that? Jadism. Am I pronouncing your name? Jadism? No, I'm not a kombucha fan. I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that. Even though I know a few people that don't do well with it. It's kind of acidic, and some people are fine with acidic drinks, and some people are not. But I just don't. Yeah, I've drank it a few times, but yeah. If that is replacing less good things for you, awesome. But yeah, I'm just not a big booch fan. I just really drink water. Water and smoothies and the occasional alcoholic drink. Once in a blue moon, I'll get a craving for like a fruit flavored soda, or even like a root beer, something like that, once in a while. Travis, did I get your tofu sacrifice? No, where did you send the tofu sacrifice, Travis? And I will take a look. All right, Zoe, it's like a vegan spam, this Omnipork. Where do you get it at? Yeah, just let us know. Oh, hey, VLAM, how you doing? The Omni brand gets a big thumbs up from you. Wow, okay, I guess I'm not seeing it, but I can't say I've seen it. Yeah, let me know where you bought it at. Han Solo's cousin, I can't agree with you any more than that. Yes, go vegan. Especially that's a message to get out there this time of year when everyone's calling it Turkey Day yesterday. Turkey Day. Where's the turkey? It's like no, it's not a holiday centered around killing animals. I mean, that's what it is kind of. But I mean, Angie and I showed yesterday we can go out and celebrate Thanksgiving and not even have anything even resembling turkey, like tofu turkey or something like that. We could go out and do it all on our own. If you guys follow our social media, though, Angie posted some pictures yesterday of a Thanksgiving-like meal. She called it like the Rick Rubin special Thanksgiving version of the Rick Rubin special. Remember how Rick Rubin said, yeah, I ate all this horrible food that was so bad for me, tofu and brown sauce. Anyway, so she made something like that for Thanksgiving, added some cranberries. We had that Wednesday night, so it was kind of a pre-Thanksgiving meal. Thanksgiving twist on the Rick Rubin meal, and she posted those images yesterday, about 25 hours ago yesterday, to make it look like we're having it on Thanksgiving. But she posted that poolside after we ate the vegan pizza. Let's see. Okay, Peter, that you're okay. How are you an uncle? He said your brother. Yeah, I was correct there. Your brother had a niece with his wife. Awesome. Well, congrats to them. Awesome. Have you got a chance to see the baby yet and hold the baby? That's really cool. I remember the first time I held like one of my Angie's sister's babies in her arms. In my arms, I was going, oh my God, I'm gonna drop it. I don't know what to do here. But after like having our cats now, Bodhi likes to hang out like a baby in my arms. So when someone hands me a baby now, it's like, yeah, I'm experienced. I know how to hold it solidly. You know, I don't feel all scared anymore like I used to. You sent it priority, Travis. Okay, I'll look for your tofu sacrifice. Yeah, you guys know. Yeah, we're in a cult here. I'm the vegan cult leader, and you got to send me your tofu sacrifices once a year. Okay, V, thanks for sharing. It's a Hong Kong brand where you're at, the Omni brand. It's available here in some UK supermarkets. That's why I haven't seen it here yet. Okay. Hey, Johnny. Good day or good evening, Johnny Bravo. Let's see, Peter, you was told you should die for veganism after you got a vaccine and told I'm vegan. Oh, okay. First of all, I see. Someone replied to you saying, "Yeah, that information's private." But yeah, I agree. If someone were to come up randomly and ask me on the street if I'm vaccinated or something like that, why do I need to tell you for? Are you like the vaccine police or my doctor or something like that or health provider? No. So anyway, yeah, no one needs to know, but if you feel comfortable talking about that stuff, yeah, do it by all means. It's your choice. Yeah, my choice, your choice, Peter, if you want to get into that, because ultimately it is private stuff. Like how often do people say, hey, when was the last time a doctor shoved his finger in your butt? It's like, you don't need to ask that, you know? It's all anything you do with a health professional, health provider, doctor, and that stuff is private. It's always private. But anyway, who's saying Hitler is vegan? No, that's just bullcrap propaganda. And let's say he was vegan. So what? There's mass murderers and people responsible for genocide who are not vegan. It's like, what? Let's say a word true, which is not. What's your point? That you found one sociopathic maniac in history that was vegan, and there were really no vegans in the 1930s. The definition of the word vegan did not even arise until the following decades after after Hitler's death, basically. Not the decade after, but it happened after Hitler's death. So there's so many reasons why he wasn't vegan. First of all, because he wasn't. He had a butcher. Just Google Hitler's butcher, and that'll disprove all that. Hey, Johnny, good luck. I mean, good news. You got word you'll be able to go back home for your 21st birthday next week. Wow, you're 21 already, Johnny. Gosh, I still kind of remember you being like an 18-year-old or 19-year-old. Wow, time indeed flies. But yeah, Peter, yeah. So did you tell them? Did you ask these people, Peter, that said that you can't get a vaccine? I don't know why, because it was testing on animals. Do you ask them? Do they ever take any medicine, even something as simple as like some Tylenol, or I don't know what you might take, a cough syrup, anything. I mean, everything was tested on animals. So you're saying these people, Peter, these people that told you should die for veganism and not get a vaccine, do they feel the same thing about all medicines? Like say they were hospitalized, they got in a car accident or whatever. They would, no, I'm vegan. My bones are going to heal. My bleeding's going to stop. I mean, veganism is not like that. Veganism doesn't mean you have to separate yourself from the advances of modern medicine. They told you should die for veganism, and tell them they're full of crap. Make sure that I don't want to get in death cult veganism. Tell them veganism is not a death cult. Tell these people that repeat with me, everyone. Veganism is not a death cult. When you go vegan, you're not taking some oath that under some circumstances you have to be prepared to give up your life or the lives of, say, your family, your children, because of the cause of veganism. That's ridiculous. That's hardcore extremist, like cult terrorism crap. Like, no, veganism is not a death cult. Yeah, Peter, yeah, we understand animals have died, but that's just a requirement for all medicines. A vaccine is no different from, say, Tylenol or the pain medication they give you at the dentist when they yank teeth out. Tell them, yeah, they're just full of crap. And if they want to have a little death cult vegan club, they can go off in their weird extremist corner, and they're never going to get anyone to convert to veganism. Because, you know, we have to be honest and transparent as vegan activists when we're telling new people about the great things about veganism. These people have to be honest and let them know, yeah, veganism is all this stuff. It's so wonderful. But you might have to commit suicide under certain circumstances. Make sure people know this from day one. Don't let them get into veganism, then they find this out a year or two down the road. You have to be honest with people. How many people do you think will sign up for veganism if they know that they have to lay down their lives, Peter? Yeah, I guess this person takes no medicine. I wonder if that person ever eats Just Egg or Impossible Burgers, because those involve some animal testing as well. Yeah, it's Jonestown, huh, Fu Man Poo? Basically, that veganism is not... Hey, Faraday Cage, you are not blocked? How come are you ANCAP? If there's a person with ANCAP that was always thinking we were ignoring them. If you have a question for us, ANCAP or Faraday Cage, go for it. You know, I invite people to come here and ask questions. So if you got one, go for it. Is Kool-Aid vegan, Uncle? I'm very sure it is. Yeah, Peter, that's true. Some animals were tested for every medication that is available in the United States and Canada. So that means no vegan can ever take a medicine, because that goes against what the Vegan Society says. Let's have a look at that. Let's go right now to the definition of veganism. I'm going to skip past the definition and scroll down. Peter, make sure these friends of yours in Canada are watching the live stream, or they can watch the replay, because we have the definition of veganism. Let's just read it for these people, because they think it means absolute perfection. No animals are harmed ever, and if so, it's not vegan, because vegan is synonymous, equal to perfection. It's a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So does that mean, okay, well, medicines were tested on animals, so we can't take medicines? Well, here... where's this? I just missed the part about medicine. Crap, where'd it go? They changed it. Oh, medicine, here we go. All right, currently all medicines in the United Kingdom, where the Vegan Society is from, must be tested on animals, same it is here in Canada, before it's deemed safe for human use. But please note, vegans and the Vegan Society, who I don't represent or anything, but veganism does not recommend you avoid medications prescribed to you by your doctors or other medications you may need. Basically, as they said here, I think they got rid of it, like a dead vegan is a useless vegan activist. So let them know that they have they think they know better than the Vegan Society's definition, which goes back to the 40s, which makes it very clear that veganism is not a death cult. If people want to make weird, fringy death cults, let them go hang out in some dark corner of the internet. I don't want anything to do with them. Oh, Faraday Cage. Yeah, I told you to come here and talk to me about censorship. Yeah, Faraday Cage left a comment. Let me try to I think I can recall it near verbatim. It was on the video about Earthling Ed and VD. And I mentioned, I think twice in that video response, that I don't want to give her channel any life. I don't want to give it any error. I don't want to give it any views, really. So I made a point to, instead of referring to her channel by her actual channel name, I'm just going to refer to it as VD, because I think that's a very appropriate metaphor for what her channel is. It's VD. It's a venereal disease. So Faraday Cage came to my comments and said, what'd you say? Say it again here. I don't want to speak for you. Based on your comment about oh wait, maybe I'm talking about the wrong person. What and censorship. So come here and tell me how I'm censoring her because I'm not mentioning her channel name. How is that censorship? Just explain to me how, by not saying her actual channel name, that's a form of censorship. Just kind of curious. Yeah, I can delete any comments I want, Faraday Cage. I have the discretion to delete comments that I don't want. If I tell people not to say things in the comments and they say them, I'll delete them. I have the rights. My channel. You know, I'm not like a government or something like that where I have to let everyone speak. I'm not like Happy Healthy Vegan social media is not a bastion of free speech like, you know, what Elon wants Twitter to be or anything like that. We have standards here, and I don't let people just run amok or give promotion to hate speech. And VD is hate speech. She makes lies and slanders videos about yours truly, Ed, and all sorts of other people. So how am I'm just curious, how is that censorship to show her video? I'm giving her a platform of sorts. I'm letting her speak on my channel, but I just don't want to mention her channel name. But I'll refer to it by its acronym. Is that right? VD? So let's see what Faraday Cage says. Yeah, Grayman Babies, Faraday Cage. You said you made a comment, then you're here asking if you're blocked. So you're not blocked. You asked for feedback on her channel. Yeah, you could feedback on her channel and refer to her as VD or that mean lady who picks on vegans. Then you said you'd delete the comments that mention her channel name. Yeah, because I didn't mention her channel name in the whole 12 and a half minutes of my video response to her because I don't want, like I said, I don't want to give her any promotion. And if you mention her name in the comments, that's going and giving her promotion. Exactly what I said not to do. That's a definition of censorship. I have the right to do so. I guess I'm just, if anything, I'm just censoring her channel name, like blocking it out. Like when you see like a fuzzy thing on TV covering something like a sponsor or a boob or something like that. I don't know. I just don't want her name mentioned on my channel. That's it. It's just my rule there. I don't want to give promotion to hateful people who monetize videos lying about people like me and others, just making up complete nonsense. Why would I want to promote that for? Actually, let's just see what censorship means. Let's go take a quick peek there on the internet. Let's see. Censor. Let's see what we can find about censor. Censorship, maybe. Censorship. We get the right thing. Okay, the suppression or prohibition of any parts of books, film, news, etc. that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. Let's see more. Let's see, let's get another definition. Let's look on Wikipedia. The suppression of speech. I didn't suppress her speech. Public communication. I guess if you widely define public communication as saying her channel name after I said not to, or other information. This may be done on the basis that such material is considered objectionable, harmful, sensitive, or inconvenient. Censorship is conducted by governments, private institutions, and other controlling bodies. I'm just asking you not to say her channel name. If you want to say I'm censoring, fine, cool, whatevs, you know, I don't see that as censorship. I'm just saying I don't want to promote her. Just like I don't want to promote like McDonald's or something like that, even though I'll say McDonald's because they don't make slanderous videos about vegans or anything like that. But I'm not a fan of theirs. But I don't want to promote them. But just like VD, I don't want to promote her. And the way to promote her is to let people know that she exists and give a name. People already know McDonald's exists. I can't diminish their popularity a bit, no matter how much I may want to make them go away or go down a notch. But VD, relatively obscure like I am. I don't want to promote her. I don't want to give her any air or any life. And it's my right, you know? I suppress the speech of people mentioning her channel name. What do you mean suppress? You don't have, I just said I don't want to give her promotion, just like I don't want to promote other hater channels who I'm not going to mention. Why is my social media, my personal social media, a platform for all free speech. Tell me why that's my responsibility. I'm like the bastion. Happy Healthy Vegan is the bastion of free speech. How come I just can't say, hey, I don't want to give airtime to like Nazi groups? If you come and promote some Nazi group, I'm going to ban it. All right. Same. Is that unreasonable? If you want to promote some white supremacist group on my comments, I'm going to ban it. If you're going to promote some homophobic group on my comments, I'm going to ban it. Why am I a bad person for not allowing hate speech? Because that's what VD is. She's hate speech. She might not be hate speech against like Asian people or Jewish people or LGBTQ people or whatever, but it's hate speech against vegans. I don't give hate speechers a platform on my channel. So how come I'm the bad person for not allowing hate speech to run free on Happy Healthy Vegan? Okay, nothing wrong with that. That's all we're saying. I moderate comments. If you want to call that censorship, that's you, okay? I just moderate comments. I don't want a hellscape like Twitter is becoming. You know, I don't want to be a hellscape here where every hate speech group feels like they have the freedom to run rampant on which is my platform. I don't own Twitter. I don't have 44 billion bucks, but I own Happy Healthy Vegan social media, and it's my call to not allow hate speech, whether it's towards vegans, people of any sexual orientation or gender or race or culture. No hate speech on my channel, period. In fact, this goes, if you just look at my rules here, let's see, where is it at? Here, this is these are the rules to participate with this. So if you want to call me an evil fascist censor, you can, but you're wrong though. Rule number 1, be civil. No personal attacks, which VD is 100% about. Harassment, she harasses vegans. And racism, sexism, ageism. Number 1 is just basically no hate speech. So if you disagree with these rules, if you think these are really mean and you cannot abide by them because you just have all this hate speech that you want to get out of you, you've come to the wrong place. You can find a channel that is more tolerant or even loves hate speech, but this is not your place. Oh, someone wants to know about my exercise here. Allie, do you have a question about my exercise? I see Sarah is talking to you here. Let's see. I didn't see the question there. Yeah, I play basketball twice a week. I lift weights or do resistance training the other days of the week. That means 4 or 5 days a week. Head out and go surfing sometimes. So yeah, I just did deadlifts and squats today. But yeah, every day is something different. Yesterday I did, let's see what I do yesterday. I can't remember anymore. Bench press. Day before that, played basketball. Okay, fair enough. I didn't say you called me evil. I said if you or someone thinks that my very reasonable policies here of zero tolerance for hate speech is unreasonable or evil, whatever. If not saying you, but if someone out here doesn't like this, these basic rules of civil engagement with zero hate, yeah, we might not be your channel, and you might want to watch someone else. You know, if you really have to get hate speech out in your communications, that's all I'm saying. So no particular routine. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a routine. Yeah, like basically twice a week with like 3 days apart, I go and play basketball. The other days I do various forms of resistance training, you know, different parts of the body. So there is a really relevant, I just don't wake up randomly and think, what am I going to do today? I'm thinking about, okay, what muscles are recovering right now? What did I just work out yesterday or the day before that? And kind of have a whole cycle of things I go through. So there's a routine. And when I go play basketball, I have a kind of a routine there. Like I go twice a week. One day I'll work on, in addition to basketball skills and drills and playing games, I'll work on jumping and plyometrics. The other day I'll tend to work on conditioning, like running up and down the court a bunch of times. So yeah, I have a really, I have a pretty, I wouldn't call it a precise routine, but it's not just random. I'm just not just like training blindly. There's a logic and plan to it. Don't know what Beat Saber is. Let's see. So I'm missing some stuff here. Allie, you're saying better not to mention it at all. You're talking about VD. She probably getting more promotion by continually talking about not giving her promotion. I got a question though. Oh, what's my special fitness routine? That's it. It's special. I mean, my fitness routine is optimize for basketball athleticism and performance. Not to say I'm unfit for other things. I mean, the training I do works out well for when I occasionally go play tennis, and I do things in my resistance training to keep me fit for surfing, because I don't go surfing all that often. I can go, last time I went surfing was maybe like a month ago, but I do stuff to build up strength and conditioning in the paddling muscles, because that's what surfing is. 98% of it is your these muscles back up in here for paddling. So I have very specific things I'm working on. I'm not just trying to be healthy in general. Like I told you, I optimize my training specifically so I can kick ass in basketball. So yeah, that's it's not just whatever. Beat Saber is a virtual reality game. No, I don't have Oculus or anything like that. Okay, cool, Ali. I'm glad I was able to answer your question there. So if you have any more questions about training, Ali, you can ask. I love to talk about that stuff because I do it every day, And she goes, "Wow, you're so motivated. You just do it every day." I love it. I just love to exercise and stay fit and getting stronger. I enjoy it. In fact, I don't want to brag. This is like a slight bragging story. Just slight brag. I'm not an egocentric maniac or anything like that. But I was playing basketball on Tuesday against two younger guys. They were both 18. One guy is around my size. He's probably 6'4", maybe a little huskier up top than I am. And after the game, he was bummed. He said, "You held me scoreless in the paint." He said that was the best defense anyone has ever played on him at that gym. I don't know where else he plays at. Maybe someone's better at defense at the other gym, but he said that was the best defense he's ever experienced at this gym. I held him scoreless in the paint. He says he usually gets 7-8 points in the paint, and I said no points on me because I know how to defend little light kids running around me that weigh 50, 60 pounds less than me, and I can defend dudes who are my size and bigger no problem too. So that's part of my training, to be able to be quick on this is a weird thing. Most people don't give a crap about this, but this is what my training is directed towards. I'll tell you right now exactly. To get stronger. That's why I've been resistance training, to build more muscle and get stronger so I can be more athletic and defend dudes who are bigger than me when I don't play them that often because I'm pretty big myself, but still have the foot speed and quickness to stay in front of and defend guys who are 135 pounds, and 19 years old and super quick. So I want to have this sweet spot of strength and speed, and that's what basketball is all about. What are you talking about there, Foo? Yeah, Uncle, exercising is best when it's made into a habit. I don't think that I'm going to go exercise today. I don't want to do it. I just want to go out there. I want to get stronger every day. I want to get more conditioning, better at my, better conditions. I want to improve in everything. It's just what I'm motivated to do right now. Nancy, Devin, thanks. I have an amazing amount of patience for ignorance in these comments. If this person wants to promote channels like VD's, yeah, start your own channel. That's what I'm saying. If whatever that person's name was, I forgot already, the censorship person, really wants to promote people like VD and others who I won't mention, he or she thinks they're amazing, awesome people and their voices need to be amplified into the world. Yeah, I'm not stopping you. I'm not going to file a lawsuit or try to sabotage your social media or anything like that. Do it. But I'm just saying my social media is mine. And it's not going to happen here. Just like I'm not going to give airtime to Nazis and white supremacists and other people whose views I find to be inherently evil and hateful, which I find VD to be. Yes, I'm putting her up there with white supremacists. What does she have in common with them and homophobic types? Hate. Bottom line, she hates a certain group, they hate a different group. Oh, Allison, getting hit. Yes, basketball, there's contact, I'm sorry that you got hit in the face. But don't let that discourage you. It doesn't happen too often. Most often I come back unscathed, no new injuries, but yeah, stuff happens. Let's see. Let's see, Johnny. Yeah, in your military life, you're wondering how you're going to interact or act around normal, non-military people when you leave. Yeah, I hope it doesn't like change you in a weird way you don't like. Also, I would have seen the commanding general of the base yesterday if you didn't stay in your room. Would that been good or bad to see the commanding general? Yeah, normal people law, huh? Tim, do I use weights or aerobic? I tell you, I do both. Depends on what day. Like when I'm here in my home gym, it's in the garage. I'm doing resistance training, typically with weights. I do have resistance bands for certain things as well. Whatever. So I need some, and sometimes I'm doing body weight. Like, yeah, I'll do push-ups or something like that. But yeah, it's typically centered around my squat rack, which works for bench pressing and everything else, you know, and my weights that I have with it. But then on the basketball court, especially when no one's there, when I have the court to myself, so one of the 2 days of the week, I go twice a week. One of the days I focus on conditioning. So I do all my normal basketball drills. And after that, I work on conditioning. I run up and down the court. Sometimes I'll do intervals, trying to improve my conditioning. So when I step into a game, my conditioning is, you know, better than if I hadn't been doing stuff like that. So I do it all. Basketball is a really tough sport, especially if you want to, get better at it. I think, there's a lot to do. There's strength training, there's conditioning, plyometrics if you want to get more explosive. There's a lot to do. And then there's the skills part as well, working on your shot, dribbling, stuff like that. It keeps me busy. I could have picked a less intensive sport, I guess, to work on. Now, Allison, good point. It's all the ones who demand freedom who try to dictate what other people can do with their freedom. Exactly. It's kind of ironic. People I've noticed who kind of drape themselves in freedom only believe in freedom for their particular beliefs. And if you have someone like me being vegan, you often hear them say, I'm okay with vegans. I think it's cool, but I wish they wouldn't have to talk about it all the time. No, we can talk about it all we want. If you can talk about whatever you want all the time, why are we second-rate citizens or something like that, Yeah, Tim, West Coast, we have good waves out here, definitely, yeah. Yeah, we're blessed with a lot of, swell all year, even though I don't like big waves. If you're on the East Coast, I kind of envy you too, because I'm a longboarder, so I love like little 1-2 foot waves, good shape, that's my thing. Yeah, because you can ride a longboard in like 6 foot waves. I've done it before, but it kind of sucks, longboards thrive in knee-high waves. Okay, so your general guy there, Johnny. So it's cool to run into him. It's not something like you're scared of if you saw him. It would be kind of interesting to run into him. I'm a beast. It is. It's kind of tough. I don't think people really know how intense or difficult. I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for, but it's a lot. The training I do is a lot, but I enjoy it. But I'm saying your average 55-year-old dude, or even 45, or even 35-year-old guy or woman will have trouble keeping up with the kind of training I do. It's very specific. I'm not saying it's difficult, but it's very specific to have this unique, kind of skill set of, working on strength, working on conditioning, working on explosiveness, and playing games, and working on skills on the court too. There's a lot going on. There's not enough time to do it all, but I just, just try to, hit it each one of those areas as much as I can. Sarah, there's a hot new meatball at your gym? Are you speaking metaphorically there? Terry Jones, yeah, really. I get so sick of everyone joking about vegans who they say are always talking about themselves. I have every right. You have every right to talk about what you want, Terry. Don't let anyone try to make you a second-class citizen. Vegans have all the free speech rights that anyone has. We're not second-rate, second-class citizens. You have every right to be proud of what you do and defend the voiceless, the defenseless. Yeah, thank you. Uncle, have I ever surfed at the wedge? Hell no. That's the opposite of what I'm talking about. The wedge is big and gnarly. People break bones there frequently. surfboards, when they're allowed, get snapped in half on the reg. People drown there. People get sucked down in riptides. People break their backs there. The waves at this place called the Wedge here in Southern California, it's a notorious crazy shore break. Breaks like, like sometimes you'll see like a 10-foot wave breaking in like 6 inches of water. It's insane. So no, that place is for like young, flexible kids and stuff like that. I mean, people who can get slammed in the sand and come out unscathed. That wouldn't be me. Yeah, so there you go, fella. Your dad broke his leg. See, that's every day. That's an everyday thing. When like the wedge doesn't break all year, it needs a south or summer swell. Yeah, when it gets going there, yeah, even on a relatively small day, the wedge is pretty treacherous. So yeah, I've seen the wedge breaking pretty big. I watch from the shore and appreciate it and laugh at. That's half of the fun of going to the wedge on a big day, watching everyone get slaughtered on the sand and all the devastation going on there. It's funny, I mean, but I don't want to be part of that in the water. It's not funny when it's happening to you. But these people are good athletes. They're trained for surfing, big wave surfing, shore break surfing. They belong out there. I don't. I belong when out in the ocean and 3-foot longboard waves. I don't belong on a 6-foot shore break or even a 4-foot shore break. Surfing scares the crap out of you. So it depends. Some waves are scarier than others. Some waves break really gently, perfect for longboarding. Others rise up really quickly and violently. It all depends. Do I wear safety glasses on the court, Tim? No, I just pop my contacts in. I always keep a pair of contacts in my gym bag. So, but yeah, usually I don't even change into my contacts. Usually I'll just wear a different set of glasses where I see. These are good for seeing close up like on a computer. I have a different pair, which are better for seeing distance. Anyway, I keep those on. Most days, but when I finally get, when people say I want to play a game or I see a game's going to happen, and then I'll go pop my contacts in. So yeah, I would say maybe 70% of the gym trips, I just keep my glasses on. But that other 30% of the time, I pop in my contacts for when there's going to be contact. Because I know when I play myself, there is not contact. Unless the ball bounces off the rim funny and hits my face. It's happened a couple times. Hey, Lynn, how's it going? Where's Farmed and Dangerous at? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Yeah, surfing is you versus Mother Nature, but it shouldn't be like a battle. I mean, that's when you're out with big waves. It is you versus Mother Nature and when you're surfing big waves. But when you're out like in that video I put out like a few weeks ago of me surfing those little perfect 2-foot waves, there's no versus Mother Nature. Mother Nature has sent these beautiful gifts of waves. They're small, they're fun, they're not going to harm you. Unless you step on the sand and a stingray gets you or something like that. Other than that, it's pretty safe. You want to see my abs? No, I have horrible abs, Tim. Seriously, I'm not genetically gifted there. I know part of having abs is having low body fat percentage, which I don't think I'm blessed at. Even when I weighed 170 pounds, I weigh 195 now, okay? But I weighed about 25 pounds less. And I look at the pictures. I was really skinny, guys. Very little body fat or anything. No muscle, but I didn't have abs of any kind. I can show you some, let's see, some biceps there. A little something there. Show you some calves. Let's see some calves here. See that? But yeah, I don't have abs. I've never been genetically ab blessed or anything like that. I'm calf blessed, that's for sure. Someone wanted to see my abs, and I told them I have no abs. Not to say I don't have strength in my torso and obliques and abs. I mean, they do get worked, but they just don't reveal themselves as like a nice. When you're in your 50s, it's harder. You get more it's harder to, if you have any fat on your belly, it's exponentially more difficult to go away too. So I don't think I'm gonna ever be an ab person, unfortunately. I think the best I ever had in my life was like a 2-pack or something like that. And often abs involves like starving yourself, right? It's more about having no fat on your torso than like big muscles down there. I mean, they go hand in hand, but I think the more important factor is nothing to cover them up, because you can have like a beautiful 6-pack underneath the fat, but if the fat doesn't go away, you're never going to see it. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. When I see six pack abs, I kind of trip out too. I don't look at that and go, "Whoa, that's so beautiful. I wish I had that." I appreciate what it takes to have that, but it's not something I look at and covet for myself and want to strive to work towards that goal or something like that. Your husband has thick thighs. Yeah, some things are genetic like that. I have like thickness around my lower belly, which is common in once you get over 40 and over 50. Let's see. So Lynn, farmed and dangerous, is gaming. That's cool. After a long day dealing with cotton-headed ninny-miggins. Okay, sounds like an interesting day. Well, tell him I said hello. That's true, Terry Jones. I agree with you, but as Peter, our moderator, just told us, he encountered some death cult vegans this recently. He told me he should commit suicide rather than take medicines or stuff like that. So yeah, some vegans are very unreasonable and not cool. When I meet people like that, vegans like that, just run away. Like, you guys can go party together. I don't want anything with your death cult there. You're 50 now, Sarah, but you could be a pervy old lady. That's cool. You know, you're single, right? You know, it's cool for you. Oh, he's thick in a good way. Does squatch? Yeah, what squatch does. Let's talk. Since we're talking about funny stuff right now. Yeah, Angie will be. Well, if I can get her to come in here, she doesn't have her makeup on. She's probably, but she'd be the first to tell you. Since like when she met me, or before I started weightlifting, and where my body's at now after like doing squats, I have a nice butt now. I mean, I used to have. Okay, I don't know if this is too much information. I used to have the flattest butt. Seriously, like nothing, just a very flat butt. Now she likes it. It's like it's got nice shape and all. It's not gonna like wow people or anything like that if you saw it. But I mean, compared to where it was before, I have a nice butt now. I guess I feel out my pants a little nicer as she sees that too. I don't know. I don't see myself walking around. Obviously, I can't see myself from behind, but she sees it and likes it. That's what I am told. And when she grabs it, it's nice and firm, she says. Your husband too, hungry even babies? Yeah, and I attribute that all to the lower body work I've been doing. The squats and deadlifts and stuff where you're improving your muscles and strength down there. That didn't come from just being vegan or anything like that. It came from actual workout. TMI, Angie said. Okay, I'll move on from that. We're just talking about some fun stuff tonight, Angie, if she's hearing me. Anyway, we'll move on from talk of my butt. I don't talk about my butt too often. In case you're new here, this is not like a common topic or anything like that. I don't know why I went down that path tonight. I guess because Grayman Babies got me started here a little bit, talking about her husband's nice cake. Yeah, Fu Man, you've seen savages doing curls at the squat rack? Yeah, some people get crazy on the squat rack. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not one of those savages or anything like that. I'm allowed to be proud of my butt. I mean, I'm proud of where it is now compared to where it was, like, say 3 years ago or whatever, 4 years ago. I'm proud that I now have a little something down there, Better to talk about your butt than out of it. Angie just texted me. She said, let me read it verbatim. The cats are on both of your legs, on her legs, so she's strapped down, but she's watching this live stream live on the TV right now. So everyone say hi to Angie. She's watching on the TV, on the YouTube app. So, hey, Angie, we'll talk about something better than my butt for sure. The Ryan Butt Cult, says Uncle. This week in Ryan's butt, Hutchie. No, seriously, you guys know, we don't really talk about, let Angie know, we don't talk about my butt, really. This is one of the few times we've brought up my butt. I think it's kind of cool to talk about something unique each live stream. In this week's case, it's about my derriere, How long does it take to get a great butt? I don't know. I really don't know. I would say you could probably make some good changes in maybe as little as like 6 months. But I would say after a year of regular lower body work, you probably have a pretty nice tuchus then. But yeah, I suspect you'd probably start noticing some change after maybe 6 months. Sarah says 6 weeks. Okay, not even 6 months. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really notice like when I went from like, 6 months. I think in 6 months. But anyway, I didn't really take a before and after picture or anything like that, so I couldn't tell you for sure. And I don't think Angie was like grabbing it and judging it the whole way or anything like that. But yeah, you can improve your butt. If you want to like get more curve in the butt, male or female, more strength in the butt, can be done. I don't think there's anything genetically gifted or special about my lower body muscles. It just, yeah, it's the power of veganism, Allison. No, it's the power of consistent resistance training. To be honest with you, I wasn't working on my butt to get a nicer looking butt. It's just the muscles that you utilize. It's the posterior chain muscles, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the hips. That's what you use to propel up into the air, like, explosive jumps and stuff like that. So that's why I trained for that. I didn't train to like make my butt look good, in case you were wondering. That was never like my intention or goal. Is just a slam dunk. And it just so happens if you do that kind of training, it's good for your derriere appearance. Every day is leg day. That'd be too much for me, Sarah, but I do get a lot of leg days because like when I go to the gym and play basketball, those are leg days. Even if I'm not lifting weights, my legs are fatigued. I don't do lower body workouts on the day after the gym because, I could, but I'll be working at like half strength. You like these hangouts with me, Allison? Awesome. So anyway, let's move on. VLAM, big legs equals strong heart. Yeah, it does. It moves a lot of blood when you're doing those lower body workouts. Just getting a lot of muscles, a lot of muscle mass involved. The power of veganism compels you, Uncle. So anyway, let's talk about something else other than butts. Sarah has moved on to legs, but that's too close to the butt, I think. Let's move on to something else. Macho super hetero. I remember you last time. Okay, remember the rules there, macho super hetero. Let's look at them one more time. Let's look at rule number 3 there, macho super hetero. When trying to debunk veganism, what you're trying to do, I will discuss only one of your claims at a time. Don't bring up new claims. Just give me your one best shot here. So super macho hetero. Button. Veganism debunked. Ryan hit the wrong button. Anyway, macho super hetero. You think veganism has already been debunked? I was not aware of that, and I don't think anyone here is aware of that either. So refresh us. Let us know exactly how veganism was debunked. Like what happened? Like what fact or argument did we not miss and went right past us? So enlighten us. Maybe today, Friday, November 25th at about 6:50 p.m. veganism will be officially debunked on this live stream. So let's hear it, super macho hetero. Give us your one good argument there. We'll only give you one. All right. So we will wait for this because this is going to be interesting. I'm curious. Maybe we've been wrong all this time. Maybe veganism has been debunked and we just were not aware of that. So okay, we're waiting, macho super hetero. Let's hear it. You're probably typing right now, so I don't want to like pressure you or make you nervous. So let's give a second here to display this argument or whatever it's going to be. I'm hoping it's an argument as to how veganism has been debunked. Yeah, first of all, VLAM raises a great question. Hold your horses, macho. Can you even define veganism? We want to know what it is you think you're debunking. Like, can you even define veganism? But I'll do it for him. Let's go look at the definition of veganism one more time here. Oops, wrong one. Hang on one second, guys. All right, ding. It's a philosophy, a way of living, which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. To make sure we're talking about the same thing, we're not talking about a certain diet or animals, not animals, like the environment or something like that, environmentalism, even though it's all kind of related. So anyway, Yeah, it's about the animals. I don't know why I said animals. I was thinking environment and animals came out for some reason. It is all about the animals completely. So anyway, let's see what Super Macho Hetero is doing here. Did he just come and fling a poop on the wall and bail? Did he poop or fling and bail? I don't know. Yeah, VLAM, every anti-vegan needs a lesson in Logic 101. I'm afraid he just flung and bailed. Did he do that? That's the fling and bail. So anyway. All right. I don't think he's coming. Are you guys bummed? Super Macho Hetero just, taunted us with this taunt of having a debunk of veganism, and it's not coming. Oh. Okay, you're going to say it here. I'll try to say it here if YouTube doesn't censor you. Well, just don't do it. Here's what not to do, Macho. Don't type in all caps, or else your comment will get blocked by my bot, and you're fine with that. And don't type in any bad words like curse words or hate speech. If you probably not going to do that, so you'll be fine. So type it in. YouTube's not going to censor you unless you type in like the F word or some bad crap like that. So just tell us in nice, normal words how veganism is debunked. I don't understand why you'd have to drop in an F-bomb or some kind of hate speech to debunk veganism. I'm just saying it's very, you have to do something unreasonable to get blocked or censored by YouTube. So let's go. Let's hear you try. Hey, AJ Vantage, thanks for joining us. We're about to hear from Macho Super Hetero. He's going to debunk veganism right now. He said it's already been debunked, so I didn't know it had already occurred. No one told us. No one made a video about veganism already being debunked. So he's going to share it with us right now. So we want to make sure he knew what we're talking about. We're all on the same page. This is what veganism is. It's not some philosophy of perfection or immortality or perfect health. It's about the animals, not exploiting the animals. So let's see how veganism's been debunked. I'm really anxious and curious to see if what he's saying here makes sense, and we're gonna have to find something else. What's that, Green Babies? Your daughter is making hideous, ugly Sims? You're scared like The Sims the game? Tim, you're learning a lot. This is the info you need. Awesome. See, I like this I kind of see the Friday live streams as being a bit of infotainment. We're having some fun and we're learning, and some of you might be learning how to respond to people who, are going to say some not so fact-based stuff to you about your veganism. You're a polite person? Awesome, Macho. So enough foreplay here. Let's get down to business here, Macho Super Hetero. We've established you're a nice person, and you have a debunk of veganism, and you're going to debunk veganism in a nice or polite way. So we're waiting. Why all this suspense? Don't tease us. If you tease us, we'll punish you for that. So you have to get down to it now. You just can't come here and taunt us and tease us. So next comment I want to see from you, Macho, it has to be your debunk of veganism. Nothing else will be tolerated. I'll put you in timeout. So I'm saying that in a friendly way. You came here talking a big talk, how you have the debunk of veganism ready to go, so we want to see it. And if you don't give it to us, you're gonna be wasting our time, and that's why I'll time you out, because I don't appreciate the foreplay is overrated. I don't know if that was the best word to come out to say there. Anyway, Graven Babies, yeah, your daughter is playing The Sims. Yeah, she's making a house of the ugly. Eh? Why not, right? So yeah, drum roll. Tim, you've been trying to start working out. What's stopping you? Just gym membership or running shoes, or what is it? Yeah, Graven Babies, come on, Macho, give it to us. Hopefully Angie's watching on the TV as well, eagerly awaiting Macho to provide us this definition of veganism that's going to change all of our lives right here, right now. So I'm anxious. For all I know, my whole life will. Macho, I told you not to do that. You didn't do it, so I'm gonna put you in timeout. I'm putting you in timeout for 30 seconds. Okay, you didn't obey. I'll give you one more shot. I had the button right on there to time you out. Maybe you didn't hear it in time. So your next comment has to be the debunk. Anything else, you're gone. All right. So let's do it. All right, Johnny, I hope you get to go back home next Friday, and hope you enjoy going back home and seeing all your friends and family. Hopefully, it won't be too, like you said, the military hopefully hasn't like changed you too much. Hopefully it's changed you in a good way. Okay, that's your argument. That's your argument? Should I block him? His argument, here's how veganism has been debunked. Powerful people, big business governments. That's your argument. Here's the oh my gosh. That's your debunking. Let me read it one more time. Here is the complete debunking. Powerful people, big business governments. Oh, you got us. We're done, guys. What do you think, Travis? What do you think, Graven? Sarah, what do you think? Is he yeah, it's poetry, huh? It's freaking poetry. What do you think about that, guys? Has he got us there? Are we are we in trouble now? Do we need to like move on to something else? Let me read the debunking one more. I have to make a video. Veganism's been debunked. Let me read it one more time. Here it is, guys. Powerful people, big business governments. Sounds like a beginning of a song, huh? Powerful people, big business governments, laying down the law not to eat the animals. Like, where's this going? Veganism debunked, huh? Foo. Oh man. Big broccoli at work. So is that it? Is that all you got to say with us there, macho super hetero? Powerful people, big business governments, deep down, you know it's truth. No, that's cool. Yeah, that's some good lyrics. Powerful people, big business governments, you know deep down it's the truth. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. And you could apply that to anything. It doesn't have to be veganism. You could say the earth is flat because of powerful people, big business governments, or, aliens have invaded earth and it's a secret. The government is keeping it a secret. Why? Because powerful people, big business governments, deep down, you know it's the truth. I mean, you could use that for anything, right? Anything. That's funny. I guess I won't block you just because I think you're just playing with this, because that's just so like silly. Do you really believe that? That's what I want to know. It's a haiku, huh? It's a haiku, huh? You got to tell Farmed and Dangerous we have a haiku, a haiku debunking of veganism. That's what we have here tonight. This is the first time ever someone has tried to debunk veganism using the form of haiku. So kudos, high five to you, macho super hetero. That's pretty creative. Seriously, like a 10 out of 10 there. A new thing here for us on the live stream. Let's see what else we got here. Lin G, haiku. Big business controls. Big broccoli rules the world. Bill Gates eats tofu. No, VLAM. American schools don't teach you how to write argumentative essays. Apparently, since we've left schools here, they teach you how to write haikus to produce your argument. I mean, why not? I guess haiku can be used as an argument form. Why not? I mean, I respect haiku form. Anyway, yeah, haiku's great, huh? I'm not bagging on haiku. It's missing a syllable, unfortunately, so we're really close to haiku. I guess if we really could be bothered, we could improve his work there to make it properly fit haiku form. And don't we have to have some mention of, like, nature or something like that? Yeah, I think it might be implied in what he said there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Keep making fun. One day I will regret. Don't tell me what to do here. I'm making fun because you said here's why we're mad at you, macho, unless you're just trolling us and laughing at the same, at us. But anyway, you came here and said you had a debunk of veganism, so we waited patiently, and all you produced was a haiku, so that's why. And then you're laughing, you're mad that we're laughing. That's not a debunking here. Let me read it again. Where'd it go? Powerful people, big business governments. Deep down, you know it's the truth. I mean, how is that a debunk of veganism? Anyway, we're going to move on. I don't think you're going to produce anything remotely resembling some kind of rational statement, like critical thinking based debunk of veganism. I think you're only going to keep it in like haiku, rhyme, rap, or something like that, which are fine forms. And maybe on someone else's channel, they'll encourage you to debunk veganism using haiku. But here, my personal biases are evident. I studied philosophy, so I'm biased towards critical thinking, rational thought, evidence-based information. That's my thing. You can call me weird or bizarre. I like stuff like that, as opposed to doing debunks via poetic forms, which is creative. That's awesome. If Angie were here, she's the lyricist of the band. She might give you more kudos than I do. But anyway, Star Cradle. Yeah, please present us, Super Macho, with a coherent argument against veganism. Not some like word salad, a vague word salad. Like that makes even Jordan Peterson look like super rational dude. Well, maybe English is not Macho's first language. That's totally cool, but present the argument nonetheless. Type it into Google Translate, type it in your native language, paste it into Google Translate, then paste it into the live chat here. Do whatever you got to do, but don't use lack of English skills as your excuse. Type it in your native language, translate it, or what is your native language, Super Macho? I'm sure we have someone here that might be able to translate it for you. So let's not let the language thing be a barrier to presenting a coherent kind of, rational type argument. But what are we going to regret? The only regret I have, Super Macho, and everyone is I didn't go vegan sooner. I'm envious when I see people like Han Solo's cousin going vegan at 13. I can't imagine what my life would be like, if I had gone vegan at 30 instead of 44 or 42, whatever I went. My math is bad, somewhere like that in my early 40s. Let's see. Don Saxon, as a vegan, do I eat plant foods? I just saw that question. Are you still here, Don? Let me know if that's really the question you wanted to ask. As a vegan, do you eat plant foods? What do you mean? Like, do I eat like vegetables and fruits, grains, legumes? Is that what you're asking there, Don Saxon? Let me know. Because I'm not sure how to answer that. Angels VA, have I tried raw vegan? Yeah, I tried raw vegan about 2012, like my second year as a vegan. I dabbled in that. What do you want to know? Is that what you're into? Hutchie 4, your 6-year vegan anniversary was last Monday. Congrats. Cool thing that you remember that, I don't remember the exact date. I know the rough time of year, and I know the year it was, but I don't remember exactly when. Raw vegan. No, that is nothing sexual there, Fu Manpu. Yeah, did we offend Macho there? I'm sorry, Macho. Yeah, I'm with Allison. We don't want to like send you off mad or anything like that. Here's the thing: if you're still watching, Macho, you really hyped your debunk up. You really hyped it up. Then you came back with a poem. I mean, that's why I'm laughing. It's like you said it's going to be this great debunking, and you brought us a poem. It's like that's a letdown. It's anticlimactic. Let's see. Yeah, don't be shy, Macho. Come back. Faraday cage. Oh, you're still here. Are B12 shots essential or are pills sufficient? Whatever you want. I've never had a B12 shot in my life, so I would say as a non-medical doctor, non-health professional, don't take advice from me. I'm a music producer, and a video producer and a vegan activist. I'm not recommending anything, but as far as I know, and Angie, we've never had B12 shots, and you see my B12 levels, they're sky high. I don't even take a pill. I take, my main sources are Clean Machine Green Protein, and which is duckweed, and a sublingual B12 spray, which I get on Amazon. I should have got some today. I should see if it's on sale for Black Friday. Get some more. But yeah. Cool, you're not mad, Macho. Awesome. We didn't mean to get mad at you. You entertain. We're like laughing with you. You made us laugh because you had hyped us up with this debunking of veganism, and you produced a haiku, so you can understand why we found that humorous. Yeah, Fu Man likes shots of steroids. Forget B12 shots. He wants the EPO right in the butt, right? Yeah, I was going to say Hutchie. That's how you could remember when you went vegan, because it's so close to Thanksgiving. So that kind of anchors it in for you, like a week before Thanksgiving. What are my B12 levels? I just put a video out a week ago, 2 weeks ago, sharing my blood test results. And if I can't remember right now, I think they're around 800 or something like that. I had them over 1,000 before. So yeah, I mean, they're fine. My B12 is higher than most meat eaters. Seriously, like higher. It's in like the 70th, 80th percentile. And I used to have it like in the 90th something percentile. So of the reference range. So I'm doing great. Oh, Sarah, you just got your blood work this week? Yeah, you mentioned that last week. Should get the results soon. Yeah, it usually takes about a week or so. I always hate waiting. So, yeah, let us know if you want to share anything next week, especially if you got your like B12 and stuff like that, But, B12 really isn't like a big deal. It really reflects if have you been taking B12 supplements, especially if it's high, and if you've been vegan a long time, yeah, and you're, so that's really what it reflects. Yes, Hutchie. I do. I use what Hutchie has there. I'm not sponsored or anything, but the Garden of Life vegan B12 spray. Just copy and paste that into Google or Amazon, and that's what I use there. Wow, last year your B12 was around 900, so you're probably supplementing decently there, huh, Sarah? And again, it's not a vegan thing. Most people should take a B12 supplement because most people are either deficient or dangerously low in their B12. Not vegans, just people. So unless you know better, unless you're getting your blood tested regularly because you love to go to the doctors and you love blood tests and you see your blood B12 levels and they're fine, okay, maybe you don't need to. But the rest of us just take a supplement because odds are you're low or dangerously low. Graven Babies, you never had your B12 checked? I'm alive, so it's probably good. Should get it checked though, Graven Babies. Seriously. Next time you get your blood tested, just ask your doctor or whoever's writing the script. Say, hey, you do know I am vegan, right? And I've never really taken B12 supplements. We should get my B12 tested just to see where you're at, because I've heard that you can be kind of low and really not manifest like obvious symptoms. Again, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but I highly urge you, Graven Babies. Yeah, don't hurry. Don't write out tomorrow or anything like that. Next time you get a blood test, just say I'm vegan, never had my B12 tested. I really think I should get it checked just in case, because I've heard some really bad things can happen if you're low. And I don't see why any reasonable doctor would say, no, we can't do that, So go for it. I've never had any issues ever when requesting my doctors add B12 to my blood test. Never. And if they ever give any crap, just say you're vegan. They go, oh man, you're vegan? Oh, we got to get iron on there too and vitamin D. They'll write a whole bunch of other ones down. Okay, Macho. So English is not your first language. Otherwise, you would destroy all of us. So what is your first language, Macho? We might have someone here that can help translate it. So let us know and type it in right now, Macho. Let us know what your first language is. Okay, we might be able to help you out. Yeah, a lot of people might be consuming B12 in their diet, but they have problems absorbing B12, something called intrinsic factor. Again, I'm not a biologist or anything like that or a doctor, but anyway, yes. So AJ takes a sublingual B12 liquid bi-monthly. Yeah, on the back of the thing, it says to take it daily. I find I don't have to. Bi-monthly sounds a little not enough possibly, but better than nothing. That's good. I personally like to take it maybe every 3 days or something like that. And that's probably plenty because that's why my B12 levels are so high. I could probably get by with once a week or less because, I'm getting it from my duckweed too. Sarah's twice a week. Yeah, that's probably on average what I'm doing. He speaks Pidlack. No, let's see what he says he speaks. once or twice a week for arthritis athlete. Nah, that gets it done for most people I've seen, you know. But anyway, I'm not a doctor. I don't see people like a doctor, but just from what people tell me. Again, you know, get your blood tested. All you guys are doing it once or twice a week, and if you're doing fine, talk to your doctor, and you're probably cool, you know. But don't take my word. But yeah, it seems like once or twice a week B12 spray is good for most people. But if you have particular unique issues that I don't have, you know, you might want to do more. But again, talk to your doctor. No, we're not xenophobic, Macho. In fact, we're people from all over the world here. We have people watching in Asia right now, Europe. So please, people that speak different languages. So we're trying to see if someone might be able to help translate your argument. So Macho, don't accuse us of xenophobia. That kind of offends me. I'm of Asian culture here myself. So just tell us, what is your native language? You just could have typed that out rather than throwing crap at us. So just tell us. Graven, okay, you take calcium and D daily as well. And yeah, you might want to take a B12 seriously, Graven. You might just want to get a supplement now. Maybe there's some deals on Black Friday. I didn't look, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. And just take it if you like what you're doing. Oh, you do take a B12 liquid daily. Oh, I missed that. Okay, Sarah takes B12 and D. Oh, Graven, you take B12 daily, but you've never had it tested. Oh, I misunderstood you, Graven. So you're probably fine. If you're taking a B12 daily, yeah, I can see why you've never gotten it tested. I understand now. Okay, I thought you weren't taking it and you weren't getting tested, which is a little scary. So yeah, it sounds like you're cool. Yeah, I would get and talk to your doctor and say, hey, should we get a B12 test just in case? I'm vegan, but I take a supplement daily. Do you think we should test it and see what he or she says to you? Uncle can even do Valley speak if he happens to be from the Valley. We could translate Valley speak. Yeah, Graven Baby says it so clearly here. We're not xenophobic. Saint Macho, we ask because we want to give you the benefit of the doubt that your argument was lost in translation. So, yeah, just tell us what your language is, and we might be able to help you. Maybe we can't. We won't know unless you tell us. So we're waiting now. How long does it take to type in, like, Spanish or Italian or whatever, Mandarin? Just tell us what your language is. How long does it take to type in a language? I'm going to type in a language right now. I'm going to say English. I just typed in English. How long did that take? Like a second, all right? So it doesn't take that long. Just type in what your language is. Wow, V, that's some great supplements there. Right on. I think he's just here to troll us, huh? That's my guess. So if you don't do what we ask, we'll just probably time you out so we can talk about something else here. Arthritis athlete. Man, Ryan, YouTube should totally be pushing a channel like ours more. Yeah, I wish you could communicate that to the YouTube algorithm, which is impossible to do. But yeah, the YouTube algorithm doesn't have a lot of love for us. So I wish it would. I don't know what we could do, what we could possibly do to retrain the YouTube algorithm. Say, hey, this is good stuff. Let's promote it more. You know, it sucks, but it is what it is. I don't know what we can do. Yeah, hit the like button. That's one thing you could do is hit the like button, as Sarah says. So that helps the YouTube algorithm a little bit. I mean, the watch time, the more you watch us, the more the algorithm likes us. The more interaction, like comments and likes, all that stuff adds up in the eyes of the algorithm. Yeah, he won't say his language, Zoe. Yeah, I'm just kind of giving up here. You know, how hard is it to type in your language? You know, it's not. So he can't use that as an excuse either. All right, Macho. You won't tell us your language, so we're just gonna put you in timeout. Okay, we're done playing your games here. You know, I'm not doing this because you're a bad person. I'm just doing it because you're kind of wasting my time and all our time. You're wasting everyone's time here playing these games with us. All you had to do was type in like Spanish is my first language, or French is my first language, or Sweden, whatever. All you had to do is do that. And you wouldn't do that. So anyway. I don't know. Yeah, videos when I do a response video like Joe Rogan or something like that, it tends to get a few more views, not radically more. In fact, strangely, guys, I had no idea when I made that video, that last one about Earthling Ed and VD. That was our first video in a long time to get like 10,000 views. I think the last time I got 10,000 views on a video was a while ago. I think it was one on Piers Morgan, you know, so it's weird. I didn't even think the one about Earthling NVD was going to just get more than the typical 3,000 or 2,000 views or whatever. Got 10 and it's still going, you know, maybe it'll hit 20, who knows. But that's cool. It's cool to see that happen again. It used to happen all the time. Like years ago, that was like normal. Every video got about 10,000 views. That was cool. But yeah, not anymore. YouTube algorithm, not into us. Hey, Dark Vegan. Cool. I can see a few words in Korean too, Graven babies. Let me throw you the extent of my Korean words at you. I can't construct too many sentences, but like 안녕하세요, you know, let's see. Crumb. That's one of my favorite words. It means like so or thus or something like that. Crumb. Chronica. Let's see. Shison Duel. Is that like your eyes or something like that? What else? Kanchana. That's my new favorite word in Korean. Kanchana means everything's cool. Okay. Learning a few Korean words here and there just from listening to so much Korean music. Good point, sir. Line up. For someone who claims that they speak English as their first language, they use the word destroy easily in the proper context, huh? You're absolutely right. Seems like they should have no issues communicating their position in English. I agree 100%. That's one reason why I time them out. I've been trying to use these clues and cues from their words, like how challenged they are in speaking English, and I'm kind of with you. I see way more proficiency than a sign of like English is a mystery to them, you know? So that's one reason why I time them out, just because I think they're playing with us. Hutchie, you had 16 subscribers and the video got 95,000 views last week. What the hell was it on? That's crazy. What kind of topic was that? Well, that's more than we've gotten all month, probably. I don't know. Grace us with saliva chewing. Well, I can grace you with some sipping right now. I don't know if any food's going to be coming or any chewing. Okay, that's some bad words in Korean, then I'm not going to say that then. But yeah, trying to understand what makes the YouTube algorithm really tick is like, you know, it's like a black box. No one really knows unless you're a Google engineer. I mean, there's things that help, like the things I just mentioned, engagement, watch time, stuff like that, but there's more to it than that. Okay, Carl, you think you know what Macho was trying to say? Really, let's try to speculate into the mind of Macho there. If I present the argument, which I hear a lot, can we discuss it? Are you serious here? You think you know his argument? Try your best. Yeah, we'll check it out. I guess if you present you know, some kind of something we can sink our teeth into, you know, some kind of evidence or argument, have at it. You know, since he seemed to be not able to produce anything, so go for it. Yeah, we'll have fun with it, Carl. Yeah, Hutchie, what was this video you made, man? That got 95,000 views, man. I want to know. Not to say it would work for me. I tell you, the YouTube algorithm doesn't like us. Yeah, you're right. Subscribers really doesn't matter, you know, because you can you can have like 200,000 people are technically subscribed to us, but if the YouTube algorithm doesn't let people know that there's a new video from your creator that you're subscribed to, or bring it up in the suggestions for others, it doesn't really matter. The YouTube algorithm controls it all. The Laker game's over. Last time I checked, Bill, the Lakers are up by 10, so don't tell me. So I'll check it out later. Not to say tonight's an exciting game. No offense to anyone in San Antonio, but the Spurs aren't exactly like, you know, the team to watch or anything like that, you know. So I'll check it out later. I'll watch the highlights. And so imagine if there was a nacho man instead of an ice cream man, like a truck coming around serving nachos. That'd be cool. Macho, you think Macho felt that he was like, there's no meaning to life, kind of existentialist? I wasn't getting that from Macho. He's just saying big businesses, powerful corporations. That's all I kind of remember. Carl, you presented the argument above. Where? I don't see it. Can you copy and paste it, Carl? I'll try to scroll up. Carl, I don't see it. I'm looking for your comment. Yeah, I don't see it, Carl. I've been scrolling. I'm like halfway through the entire live chat, so I'm sorry I don't see your comment. If you want to copy and paste it for us, please. We'd love to see your reconstruction, your reinterpretation of hetero man's argument or debunking of veganism, because I want to see something. Oh, you're boring? You're saying PT Ghost Tilka, whatever? Yeah, if I'm so boring, how come you're here right now? You're just here to watch a boring person talk? I mean, or is veganism boring? What's your point here? You're just trying to attack me for being boring. Plenty of boring people get lots of views here. Let's see, Graven Babies, your daughter's highest viewed video is about almost 500,000 views about Treasure, the K-pop band. Wow, that's awesome. What's up, Pedagogo? Effing algorithms. I'm just saying, algorithms control most of our lives on social media. If you use Twitter, Facebook, Google, YouTube, it's all algorithm driven. That's what gives you the results, algorithms. And TikTok, Instagram, all these things. You just don't get a feed of everything you're subscribed to presented to you in the reverse chronological order of the release dates or anything like that. V, you see Carl's effort? I don't see his argument. Where is it? You want to paste it for me, V, or someone that saw Carl? I'm waiting for Carl to grab it. How come I didn't see it? And I scrolled up. Say, we're ready. Because V says, appreciate your effort, Carl. Problem is that's hardly an argument. It's a baseless assertion at best. I want to see this now. Please, someone show me. I'm going to try to scroll one more time. So Carl has the green C in his name. I'm going to scroll up one more time. Look for the green C of Carl. I see he takes a sublingual weekly. I'm not seeing this debunking from anyone here, so we'll see. It's about Bill's. I don't see it. Why don't you guys help me and paste it, please? I've looked twice now. I don't. Yeah, Graven doesn't see it either. I don't see Carl's post either. Did he write in invisible ink? On mobile, can't copy. Can someone, if anyone sees Carl's debunking of veganism, Carl, can you paste it? Allison didn't see it either. Okay, I'm not blind. I don't know what's up. So anyway, if someone can see Carl's comment, or if Carl can paste his comment, that would be the best. You can see clearly now the tofu's gone. It's because it's non-existent. Zoe didn't see it either. Okay, Bill, I saw that. Bill Seabury, thanks for pasting that. Yeah, I saw Carl say that. He says he thinks he knows what this dude Macho was trying to say earlier, and can he present it? I said, yes, please present it. Then he said he presented it above that earlier. Yeah, so no one's seen it except Carl and VLAM, unfortunately. So if anyone sees something else that Carl said that resembled an argument, please do it. But yeah, thanks, Bill, for trying there, but that's not it. Hutchie doesn't see it either. So Carl, yeah, help us out, man. Yeah, no one's seeing it. That's weird. Makes me wonder how many other comments get completely lost. Yeah, did Carl post and delete? Maybe he posted it and deleted it, huh? Because Carl seems to be gone now. He just came here and teased us with that and left. You've copied it about 5 times? Wow. Yeah, we're not seeing it, Carl. Does anyone see it here? Huh. That sucks. I don't know what to tell you there, Carl. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, you could post it on like my most recent Twitter and I'll be able to grab it there, I suppose. That's weird how you can type right now, Carl. You can say how weird I've copied it 5 times, but you can't paste in your argument? That is bizarre. Ryan, Carl posted it several times. Are you in top chat, Ryan? What is that? Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm in top chat. Oh. Let me see if I can do something about that. Oh. Oh, I got it now. Thanks. I haven't even noticed that pull down. Wow. I'm like the live stream specialist, and I never even saw that. Whoa. Okay, here we go. All right, we see it now, Carl. Wow, that's weird. I'll have to learn about the difference between live chat and top chat. Wow. I want to see all the chats. I didn't know that there was some algorithm. Remember I said all our social media experience is determined by algorithms. There we go. As when I was saying that, it was in full effect. So let's put that on the wall here, not the rules wall. Take the rules down and we'll get the wall back up here. So let's see.
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
I'm not going to give you full credit on this one, Carl, because it really wasn't your... I mean, you reconstructed it here. So we'll leave it. You probably don't mind the credit, huh, Carl? Let me know if you want your name not associated with it, and I will remove it. All right, cool. So veganism is a top-down conspiracy being pushed by some economic elite and governments worldwide, even though they are well aware that it's malnutritious, inadequate, and dangerous. Yeah, that's really an argument. That's just a conspiracy theory. I mean, I want to know what government is pushing veganism. I mean, let's look at the United States here for one. Like, there's the agricultural subsidies that bring down the price of meat. We subsidize advertising of dairy and milk and eggs, the cheese board, all that stuff. I mean, so much of our taxpayer money goes to make meat and dairy cheaper and more marketed and demand for it. What governments, I'm just kind of curious, which governments in this world, please do tell, push veganism? I want to know. Maybe I'll move to such a country. I want to, I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of curious. And what government and what evidence is there? And as far as it, that veganism is malnutrition, inadequate, and dangerous? Nope. We have positions of health organizations worldwide which say the opposite. So if this is what that guy, that macho hetero, was trying to argue for here, yeah, first of all, it's just a conspiracy theory. It's not an argument. There's no evidence. But if we just look at these words here on their own, this is easily disproven. Oh, you're here, macho super hetero. Please tell us how the United States is promoting veganism, yet they spend so much of our taxpayer money bringing down the cost of animal products, making meat cheaper than it really should be, and they're involved in they produce they subsidize or give money to boards that the government created to promote dairy, eggs, milk, and meat. So how are they? Where is the money going to veganism? I can point to you exactly to like the egg board, the dairy board, the agricultural subsidies. What can you point to? Smoking gun point to that the United States government is doing to promote veganism? I'll wait. And if Carl wants to get in on this too, let's hear. I'm gonna wait. If anyone has any ideas, I told you I brought up numerous examples how the government is promoting meat eating by driving the price of meat down, by promoting it, putting money into the marketing of animal products, meat, dairy, eggs. What is it doing to promote veganism? So we're waiting. I want to hear this, macho super hetero. Thanks for putting this together, Carl. I think you did a great job. I think macho loves this. I don't think macho would have been able to produce such a nice, succinct argument or a conspiracy theory here. So yeah, please tell us. one example of what the United States or any government, but let's talk about the United States since that's where we're from, and I could point to all the things the United States government is doing to not promote veganism. So give us a great example. God, I had no idea. I was in the wrong chat here. Huh. Let me make sure I'm always in live chat. I have two windows here. Man, I had no idea. I was missing out on some of your guys' comments. Yeah, the United States, last time I checked, doesn't promote tofu. They don't promote Beyond Burgers. Like, where is this vegan promotion? I want to know. Where are you guys at? Yeah, and I would like to know how eating an appropriately planned plant-based diet is dangerous and not nutritionally adequate. Where's the evidence for that? Yeah, how is eating veggies malnutritious, Terry, huh? Big broccoli, we're talking about. Big potatoes, big kale. Yeah, VLAM. Let's just accept that as Macho's argument. That's what I'm doing here, VLAM. Let's accept that that's the best argument. Now we demand supporting evidence for said argument. Yeah, thanks, Atomic Vegan. Hey, maybe we'll put that in burritos tonight. I don't know if Angie wants to make any more stuff today. We're kind of tired. Maybe we'll get some burritos with that $10 there. We need a little bit more. If we know another super chat tip or two, we'll have our vegan burritos afterwards here. So thanks, AJ. But yeah, let's hear the supporting evidence here. Carl, yeah, VLAM, that's my problem when I try to talk to them. It's hard to argue with conspiracy theorists, because that's exactly what this is, a conspiracy theory. But yeah, they're making some claims there that we should be able to check out. If veganism is being pushed by governments, like, give us an example or two, clear examples, not some vague maybe thing. Like I could give you, like I said, I provided already many clear examples of how the United States is pushing meat onto people and dairy and eggs by driving the price down and increasing awareness through marketing. So please tell us something. You're not going to answer it, huh, hetero man? You're not going to do it, huh? Yeah, Graven Babies. Why did they put milk in everything? If they want the world to be vegan. Now, there was something I was going to order yesterday, and I found out there was some milk, and I go, why did they put milk in that bread for? That's stupid. You don't need to put milk in bread. Ryan is clearly shilling for a big banana. Barbara, that's a banana. That's a fine comment. Bananas are fine. I know bananas have a phallic shape to them, but that's not the fault of banana. I mean, I could eat a banana right now, and hopefully that wouldn't offend you or anyone else. It's just what bananas look like, you know? Top Chat is clearly a plan of the elite. They even put dairy, whey, and paper towels. Wow. So how is that promoting veganism? Yeah, is a banana bad? Yeah, I love bananas. Yeah, Barbara. I don't know if you're aware that I'm well known for having daily big banana smoothies. We're talking 6, 7, sometimes 8 bananas. In the past, I would have 10 banana smoothies every freaking day. So that's why she made the banana icon there, the emoji, because you know, bananas are part of my life. Barbara, there's no adult meaning. You're reading too much into it as a Christian woman or not. I'm not like saying, you know, anything bad about that. I'm saying maybe you're being a little sensitive here, because I'm the banana guy. Seriously, I went on the doctor's TV show. In fact, I made Dr. Stork say this.
This is bananas.
He said that in front of me when he found out how many bananas I'm eating. So this is like something that goes, it's a part of our history. The bananas are intertwined in the happy, healthy vegan history here. So it has nothing to do with religion. I'm, you know, religious myself. So I'm just saying there's no reason to like use religion as a reason to get mad at me or our longtime viewers here for putting a banana icon. You know, it's all good. I'm saying it's all cool. You know, if you see bananas as something nasty, that's on you, because when she made that banana emoji there, I didn't think of anything other than, yeah, she's communicating in my language. Bananas. I'm the banana guy. I went on national TV and made Dr. Stork say, this is bananas. Yeah, this live stream is for everyone. Christians, Buddhists, atheists, and we even have a Satanist who is a regular viewer. This is for everyone. What did I choose? Why did I choose a banana of all fruit? Well, first of all, there's many reasons why I chose bananas. It's a great fruit. It's nutritionally wonderful. It's a very inexpensive fruit. You can go buy a big box of bananas, a 40-pound box of bananas for like, sometimes 25, 30 odd dollars, and that lasts a long time. And you kind of roughly know how many calories you're getting. One banana is approximately 100 calories. Yeah, some bananas are bigger, some are smaller. So I know if I'm putting like, say, 7 bananas in my smoothie, that's 700 calories. I can just kind of do some easy math. So there's many good reasons. The nutritional quality, the price, the easy calorie calculation, and they taste great, and I love them in my smoothie. Why can't I choose a banana? Yeah, I mean, I like other fruits too, but yeah, it's hard to like, and they're easy. You take it out of the peel in like 2 seconds. Try that with mangoes. I love mangoes, but it takes like a minute or two to slice a mango and get all the skin off it, and you get all the gooky, sticky junk on your hands, I don't think I have to justify bananas. Bananas are awesome. It's quick, easy. It's an awesome food. If you're not eating bananas, Barbara, anyone, I would recommend. Everyone should have some bananas in their lives. It's a food to not miss out on. Okay, Barbara, I'm sorry. We can't control what offends every single person in the live chat, but you got to know that I know VLAM. She's been a long time viewer. I know how she thinks. She never makes naughty, like R-rated sexual innuendo type comments. I know this from having seen her comments here for literally years, and I'm the banana guy, so that's on you, Barbara, that you saw in that way. But I'm pretty sure I can speak to her intention and my intention, and we mean nothing naughty or R-rated when we talk about bananas or show bananas on this channel. Macho, you're back? Let's see Macho again. I have a lot of arguments to provide. Macho, you couldn't even produce one single argument, Macho. You couldn't produce one. You said, I have a lot of arguments to provide against veganism. You couldn't produce one. You produced a haiku. You produced poetry. And it was conspiracy theory-based haiku as well. So, I'm kind of having some doubts when you think you can produce lots of arguments, because you can't even produce a single argument. So if you have another argument, you can come back next week, Macho. Remember, I told you one debunking of veganism per week. All right, Macho. So you want to come back next week? You have a whole week now to really think. You can write it down over the week. Maybe on Tuesday an idea will come to you. Yes, this is what I'm going to tell that happy, healthy vegan guy. This is the debunking of veganism that will shame him and make him move on to something else. So you have a whole week, Macho. So come back next week. Give us your best debunking. Or you can come back in maybe 15, 30 minutes if I'm still here and give it to us, okay? But yeah, you've already tried enough tonight. You couldn't produce an argument. You produced a haiku, and we needed Carl. It was up to Carl to try to recreate your argument, piecing it together from other weird arguments he's heard from people in the past. So anyway, you're gonna get going, Foo? If you got to go to sleep, I understand. What am I missing here? AJ, Trapped in the Matrix says the name AJ Vantage offends him. Yeah, carrots are kind of sexy too, I guess, by that same kind of reasoning. All right, let's all stop joking about things that are kind of phallic-y shaped. It's just how nature and things are. Some things are phallic shaped, some things are not. It's all up to each individual person to be offended or not offended by them. Not passing judgment. I'm saying, I have no idea. Here's what I'm trying to point. My point is, anything can offend anyone at any time. That's what I've made some of the most just completely peaceful, harmless social media posts. and then someone will find a way to interpret it in a way that was never intended, or see something in there it's not in there, and just try to rip me a new one for being this mean, horrible person. I'm not saying that's what's happening right now. I'm just saying anything could be misinterpreted anytime. So I've just kind of gotten over it, you know? No, Barbara, I acknowledge the fact that you're offended by that, Barbara, but I think you have to understand there was no intention to trigger you by showing a banana emoji. Like I said, I've come to accept the fact that any post made on social media has the potential to offend people, even though the post might be the most harmless, innocuous, most peaceful thing imaginable. So that's what we're saying, Barbara. So we had no idea that would offend you. And I'm just saying, if it offends you and it's not offending other people, you might wonder, what about it? What about your psychology is making it offensive? What about a banana is making it offensive to you? That's what I'm at. I'm not saying that you're a good or bad person or anything. I'm just saying, what about it? Because it's not offending us. That's all we're saying. Yeah, merciful beast. I'm just a cool dude. I'm not here in the business to offend anyone, vegan, non-vegan. You know, that's not my business. That's not my secret sauce to get viewers to be an offensive shock jock or anything like that. You know, but you know, some people are offended by things, and you know, I've come to accept that. And maybe there's some trolling going on too, X-King. Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, I just want to come out on record. There's nothing offensive by a banana. Nothing. Nothing offensive by an emoji of a banana, an actual physical banana. It's a natural shape that God created, or the creator created, whatever your religion is. God made it the shape it is, and it just is what it is. I could see if you're anti-banana, maybe you had a bad experience as a kid with a banana. You slipped on a banana and broke your spine. Who knows? Maybe something bad happened. You ate your first banana, then a boy at school beat you up or something, and you're triggered by bananas. Other than that, though, yeah, bananas are neutral, fine things. It's all nature worship. And I said, if I were forced to, like, someone put a gun, what religion do you identify with? Buddhism. Banana in the tailpipe. Yeah, that would be a bad thing, Steve. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, on their own, bananas are fine. But yeah, you could probably choke someone with bananas, right? Shove them in their mouth, they can't breathe or something. Yeah, I'm sure bad things can happen with bananas, slipping on them. But in general, they're pretty harmless and chill. You're suing all tubular shaped items. No, don't sue them. But yeah, there's nothing offensive about bananas, plant-based eating. How could someone be offended by our food, our simple food that nature, God created for us to eat and enjoy? Cruelty-free. Yeah, Barbara, yeah. I don't want to say that in an offensive way, yeah, but maybe you might be overreacting, but you said that, yeah, it's all cool. I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just saying, yeah, you might, so it's more of a you thing than an us thing, like us talking about bananas. Yeah, bananas in themselves are a fine piece of fruit that nature made for us, and they're, you know, they're not offensive. Oh, you're talking. Okay, I get it now, Bill. Yeah, I remember the My Pillow guy saying he's going to sue all the voting machines. Like, I don't think you can sue an inanimate object, you know. But anyway, yeah, sue the bananas too, huh? Why not? If we're going to sue inanimate objects. So anyway, Yeah, Sarah, yeah, banana is natural. It's not inappropriately shaped. It's shaped the same way God or nature intended them to. Yeah, sure, humans had a hand in doing some selective breeding to make them bigger, but even if you see, like, small bananas that haven't been shaped by man much, they're still pretty much the same shape. Just the ones we get in the stores are a little bit bigger. Hey, Vin Munman, how's it going? Flat Earther, I'm not watching the World Cup. I don't know anything about soccer really. So yeah, I haven't seen 1 second of a game, to be honest with you. I mean, if I'm going to spend some time watching sports, it'll be like tennis or basketball right now. So I don't even know what Asian teams are playing, to be honest with you. I don't know how many Asian teams are in the World Cup. Are you kidding, Uncle? We ate all that pizza within like 20 minutes last night. No leftovers at all. It's all in our bellies. Okay, Japan and South Korea are both good. I would have just kind of guessed that without any real justification. USA tied England today. Wow, I can't believe USA finally has good soccer. Yeah, we need a Bananas Are Beautiful shirt now. You're so right there, AJ. I'll ask Angie to make a Bananas Are Beautiful shirt now. We got to give some love to the much maligned banana. Yeah, I'm with you, Graven Babies. Yeah, I'm offended too when I see perfectly fine bananas getting brown spots being tossed out. Like, no, that's when they're best. Like, no, who in their right mind thinks a green hard banana is where it's at? I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong to think that. That's just how I think. I mean, that to me, that's not when to eat them. You want to eat them when they got some spots. As an ex-goth, you like fencing. Wait, please give me this one, ex-King Felix. What's the connection between fencing and goth? Because I've spent a few evenings at a few goth clubs in my years in the past. Please tell me what fencing has to do with goth, because I've never seen any fencing at a goth club, any goth songs about fencing, any goth bands that were into fencing. Please tell me. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. Just you have some connection that I'm not aware of, and I want to know. Oh, I'll tell. Lynn, you sent Angie a photo of the yellow tiger shirt. To where did you send this photo? Instagram or Twitter? Let me know. And I'll tell her that. She'll be touched to see that. Yeah, Sarah. Once a goth, always a goth. I agree with that too. Sarah, do you know anything about a connection between fencing and goth? Yeah, I was going to ask you when he said that, because yeah, you're a former fellow gother like myself. Let me know if you're aware of some connection between fencing and goth that somehow missed me in the past. Okay, play with swords. Okay, that's your connection there, ex-King Felix. Ah, man, I don't think I had any goth friends that were into swords. The other stuff, yeah, red, wearing purple and red and black, yeah, totes, but yeah, I didn't think I had any sword loving goth friends. Thank goodness, right? Something horrible could have happened to me, maybe some kind of accident. Okay, Lynn, you sent it to her Instagram. Oh, thanks. I'll let Angie know. You sent a picture of you wearing the yellow tiger shirt that we had on sale for a limited time. That's what Graven Baby thought of fencing. Guys competing in speed fence building. Carl, you Googled it, and what came up was Gothic fencing at Lowe's. That's the kind of fencing Graven had in mind as well. What'd you try there, Uncle? You tried the Trader Joe's non-turkey roast for Thanksgiving, and it was non-good, rubbery, and dry. Oh, man. See, I'm glad we said kind of like, oh, we're not even going to try to like make a fake turkey kind of thing this year. That's why we went out for the pizza and the margaritas, and I'm have no regrets. In fact, I'm thinking, God, I'm going to book the same thing next year. We had so much fun. Yeah, you've had an accidental stab in yourself, ex-King Felix. So I'm glad you weren't a sword player as well as a goth. Yeah, I never had anything of no weapons as a goth, just the stuff, dark hair, some light skin, some dark, like eye makeup, hair going up and stuff like that, but yeah, I never had weapons. Oh yeah, imagine you have long arms and legs. Is that good for fencing? I imagine the arms for sure. That gives you reach, and the legs probably would help you too with the length of that. But I don't know. I've never fenced in my life. Your hair still goes up? Yeah, I mean, I can tease mine. In fact, I was going to tease mine up kind of like Robert Smith style for Halloween, but I got my hair cut that week, like 4 days before Halloween, so I didn't have enough hair to really do that anymore. So maybe one night on a random live stream, I'll tease my hair up just because I can, you know? We'll see what all the anti-vegans say. They freak out about it. I say, this is what I did when I was a non-vegan goth, you know, like 20 or 30 years ago. Like, so if it was okay for me to do it then, why can't I do it now? Because you're vegan now. You can't do that. Really? I didn't know goths couldn't be vegan. I'm already anticipating what kind of nonsense I'll hear. Oh, Sarah, I thought you had 1.5 inch long hair. It's shaved down again? Or was that it? It was 1.5 inch like your shaved down length. Hey, Ruthie the Rainbow. You never catch a live. Hello from Australia. Long-time viewer and 10-year vegan. Awesome. Cool. I'm glad I stayed on a little longer. Yeah, I guess you're just waking up right now. So yeah, I usually start my live streams about 2 hours ago, but I usually end them like in another 10 to 30, 60 odd minutes. So in the future, Ruthie, remember when you wake up on Saturdays, I guess it is. Is that where you're at? Yeah. Remember, I'm probably still on. Odds are I'm probably still on if you want to watch more live streams in the future. We already had some people try to debunk veganism. I don't anticipate any others this evening, but you never know when the anti-vegan debunkers / trolls come. Not to say all anti-vegan people are trolls, but you know, sometimes we have trolls that just want to just do weird nonsense. Anyway, oh, you did cut your hair off. Okay, Sarah. Wow, Graven Babes, your hair is nearly to your butt, but you want to cut it now. You've let it grow. You feel attached to it. Yeah, we did have a 4-hour live stream last time. I don't think we can do that this time. I'm just a little too hungry, you know, from the deadlifting, and I didn't have the biggest lunch with Angie, so I don't anticipate a 4-hour live stream. No, Macho, you're back. You're still going to try to debunk veganism? I thought I told you to come back next week, Macho. We already did enough with you tonight. But let me look at your question and ask the people, should we be bothered? Who decides what is an animal or what is not? Is that a debunking of veganism or what? I mean, what do you guys think? Should we even bother with that, or just like, you know, just time them out until next week? I'll let you guys kind of comment down below and tell me how you think we should proceed with that question. What cookware does Angie use? We just have some basic stuff. We do have a really nice skillet that a viewer sent us a long time ago. A really expensive one. We looked it up. We saw it was like maybe $100-$200. A really nice skillet. But other than that, everything is not fancy. Just like stuff we've had for a long time. Let's see. Oh, Bill, you got busted for the caps. I apologize for that. Yeah. Yeah, we have a bot that prevents all caps. Usually it's because when someone's trolling, they're typing in all caps, but it sucks if you're pasting someone's comment or making just a quick little haha in all caps or something like that. Flat Earther, are you serious? Do fish feel pain? Well, why pick on sardines? Just any fish. I don't see why a sardines biology and physical hardware would be different from, say, tuna or a swordfish or marlin or something. So what do you think? You don't think fish feel pain? I mean, if so, tell me why you think fish don't feel pain. What are fish lacking that, say, a dog has or a skunk has or something? Just curious, what do you think? What's the essential difference that prevents, or do you don't think dogs or skunks feel pain too? Just curious. AJ Vintage, yeah, that's what he did say. I didn't think that meant veganism debunked, but you got that. Yeah, Macho Superhero Hetero said, yeah, science is useless for me. Veganism debunked. Yeah, let's put that up on the wall there for all to see, huh? No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, we're waiting for Flat Earther to tell us why fish in general, not just like, are sardines like the only fish that don't feel pain? Like, are you saying like all other fish species, all other hundreds of thousands of fish species in our oceans and lakes feel pain, but sardines are unique? They're lacking the hardware, the biological hardware to feel pain, or are you saying all fish? I don't know. That's just kind of a weird question. Yeah, he's doing it for attention. I agree with you, Devin Banks. Yeah, Super Macho. All right, I'm gonna just time him out. How do you know that the size of a sardine's brain makes it incapable of processing anything resembling pain? How do you know that? Can you find me? That's your opinion, a flat earther. Are you a fish scientist, or like what's your background? What's your training? It sounds like you're speaking of you're using some kind of specialized knowledge that us lay people are lacking. So I'd like to know how learned are you in the ways of like neurobiology or fish biology? Just kind of curious. How do we know what brain size threshold makes a living sentient being incapable of feeling pain? Like what size brain? Do you know the mass or the volume of the brain? Just curious, because you're making a statement there. So you're saying there's a certain threshold of brain size which renders a living organism incapable of feeling pain. So it wouldn't have even just apply to sardines, it would apply to smaller fish like guppies or something. So what is this brain size, and can you show me the supporting evidence for that? I'm just curious. I'm not debunking you or denying you. I just want to know more about what you seem to know so much more about than I do. You seem to have like some specialized training that we're lacking. So I'm curious. Sir, your dad is actually a fishery biologist. Can we get your dad on really quickly and see what he thinks about fish brain size and how that relates to the inability to feel pain once the brain size is sufficiently too small? He knows because he's a flat earther. We know most flat earthers are very learned people in the ways of science and physics, right? So I imagine he must also be very learned in the ways of vertebrate biology. So let's learn. I guess we're waiting. I did put a lot out there for him, so I'm sure he's just kind of like, whoa, which question should I answer Ryan's first, right? That's what he's saying. I put a lot out there. I want to know his background in neuroscience or fish biology, fish sciences, and where's the where's this support, the scientific support for brain size and consciousness? Just curious. What's that, Carl? The more serious problem with we'll call it the sardine argument for now. I guess we have a new argument. The sardine argument is that you only can make the sardine argument, you only can make it without being a hypocrite if you are vegan with respect to larger animals. So yeah, we'll wait to see what he says about this thing. Yeah, Bill, yeah, I'm not a biologist, I'm not a neuroscientist, but yeah, I don't think Bill is either, but I agree with what Bill said here. Fish absolutely feel pain. How do we know this? Well, fish have the specific neurons. They have the specific central nervous system too in their bodies that are called nociceptors. Okay, and all these things allow them to feel or experience pain. If you hit it, it's gonna feel pain. It has the neurons. I don't care. I mean, neurons are small. Who cares if its brain is small? If the neurons are sending the signals to the brain, like, hey, I'm experiencing pain. It knows when it's in pain. If it's getting eaten by a sea lion, it knows, hey, this sucks. I gotta get out of here. And of course it feels pain. I don't care how small it is. Even a guppy, if you poke it, it's gonna run away. Why? Is because it magically wants to avoid getting poked? No, because it feels pain. I just want to know where the argument is. That small brains don't feel pain. There we go. Bill. Nociceptors are responsible for detecting potentially harmful stimuli. So you know way more about this than Flat Earther does, like extreme temperatures, chemicals that may cause burns or injury, and other dangerous things. So, all right, we have some actual science here, rather than saying, well, it has a really tiny brain. No, that's my wrong accent. Hey, sardines have tiny brains, so it don't feel pain because the brains are too small. You know, I mean, that's, use Google. Yeah, thank you, Bill. Thanks for doing that for us. They have the right biological hardware to detect pain in dangerous situations. So, but Flat Earther says, no, they're too small to have the physical hardware to detect situations. No, just look it up. So isn't that amazing? A person could just sit there and just claim in their armchair without doing any fact checking that if a creature is sufficiently small, it feels no pain, or someone could, like Bill, can just go look it up and find the fact of the matter. It's funny how Flat Earther didn't want to find the fact of the matter. What does this have to do with Jesus? There was no such thing as veganism 2,000 years ago. Let's look what veganism is. All right, guys, let's look one more time here. It's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals, food, or any other purpose. We're talking about what we can do now to save currently living animals. We're not really so concerned with animals that may have been alive in the past, especially thousands of years ago, what historical figures from the ancient past did. This has nothing to do with Jesus. What you can do. So you're saying, Flat Earther, you won't go vegan because Jesus ate fish. Is that what you're trying to say? Since it seemed okay for Jesus to eat fish 2,000 years ago, you right now in 2022 couldn't possibly ever go vegan because of Jesus's eating fish 2,000 years ago. Am I hearing this right? Am I reading too much into your thoughts there? I mean, that's what I'm getting. But Jesus ate fish though. Jesus ate fish 2,000 years ago, so I can't eat things now. Okay, we can call him the Son of God, historical figure, whatever. I'm just saying, because someone ate fish 2,000 years ago, who's really famous, well known, call him Son of God if you want, historical figure, whatever. Because of a certain person I'm referring to from the past, or you're referring to from the past, ate fish, you won't go vegan. Is that it? You saying if Jesus ate only plants in the New Testament, you would go vegan? Is that it? That's the only impediment? Is that it? If we could remove that, that's the only impediment for you. Farmed and dangerous.
This is how they tie in. Jesus walked on water because he knew it would not hurt the fish. You're welcome.
There you go. Thank you, Farmed and Dangerous, for sharing that. Because I was going to point out, there are many Christians who are vegan, like a whole church, the Seventh-day Adventists. About, I think, roughly half of their followers are either vegetarian or vegan. They have no problems. In fact, it's encouraged to not eat meat in the Seventh-day Adventists. We have many Christian vegans. So you can't say you won't go vegan because Jesus ate some fish. I mean, that's no argument. If that were an impediment, like a deal breaker for going vegan, then how can there be so many Christian vegans? In fact, like I just pointed out, the Adventists, who are very pro vegan and vegetarian. Oh gosh, what should we do with Flat Earth here? Are you just trolling us? Sardines are food from God, which must be eaten with Thanksgiving. Even before going vegan, I never, at any Thanksgiving meal or whatever you want to call it, celebration feast I've ever attended and participated in, never once have I seen sardines served. So no, it's not a necessary thing to eat sardines at Thanksgiving there. Sardines are food from God, which must be eaten with Thanksgiving. Nope. All foods are from God, right? How are sardines any different from a banana? I didn't know. Sardines are very special. So for your single into sardines, they have a special property that they're from God, where other foods are not from God, and their brains are so small that they can't feel any kind of pain whatsoever. You could just jab it with a knife or stick. It's going, hey, this is cool. Just keep it going. It's all good. Zoe, sardines are not a food from God. They are animals created to live their life for their own special purpose. Yeah, I didn't mean that when I said they're food from God. They're created by, if you believe in God, yeah, they're created by God in the same way, but like everything's created by God. I mean, rocks are created by God. Everything on the planet is created by God. Sardines are not special in that manner. VLAM says, so yeah, are you also saying if you don't eat sardines, you're going to hell? Is that somewhere in the Bible? Please point us to the scripture where it says sardines. The consumption of sardines is a necessary requirement for salvation or entering heaven. Please show that. I would love to see that. Is anyone here in the live chat aware of such a scripture? That I just want to know. Again, I'm not a Christian, but I'm kind of curious if that's in the Bible. Does this say that sardines are necessary? Consuming sardines on Thanksgiving even is necessary for getting into heaven. So I'm kind of curious if you guys know anything about this. Hey, Dr. Bear, you came at a good time here. We have someone arguing that they can't go vegan because Jesus ate sardines, and now we're aware that sardines are a food from God. They're like a special food from God. And it's necessary to eat them for Thanksgiving and to get to heaven. Yeah, Dion, thank you for saying this, Dion. Who the hell eats sardines on Thanksgiving? Has anyone ever, seriously, I know you guys are vegan, but think about your past before you're vegan. Can any of you say you've ever eaten sardines on Thanksgiving? I'm going to tell you no. In fact, I'm going to make a poll right now. Let's do that. I'll make a poll. Where'd it go? 1 second, guys. Crap. It's down here. My bad. Start a poll. Have you ever eaten sardines on Thanksgiving? All right, here we go. Yes or no? I'm asking you guys, have you ever eaten sardines for Thanksgiving? Just curious. Because he said it was necessary to eat them, not only to go to heaven, but you have to eat them on Thanksgiving too. So I'm just kind of curious. And again, we're not talking about now. Of course, if you're vegan, yeah, of course the answer is no. But the question is, have you ever in your entire life eaten sardines on Thanksgiving? It's like cranberries, mashed potatoes, carrots, peas, and sardines. I'm just kind of curious. I'll just give it a few more seconds here to see what you guys say. So yeah, let's do the poll here. Let's see how many of you. I'm surprised to see it's not 100% no. I think it's just probably flat earther trying to answer yes as much as he can. Graven Babies, no, and no. Graven Babies never ate a sardine ever. And I might be in that category too. I don't think I've ever eaten a sardine in my life. I've had different kinds of fish in my past, but I can't ever recall saying, I don't have any clear memories of ever having eaten a sardine before. All right, okay guys, all vote here. Let's see. No, Carl has a scripture here. Let's see. I don't see anything about sardines there in that Romans 14:17. For the kingdom of God is not a matter of eating and drinking, but of righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. Well, that kind of contradicts flat earther there. What? I'm Asian. I'm Asian. I'm Asian. How am I being racist towards you? I'm just asking who eats sardines for Thanksgiving. If you're Asian, if you're truly Asian, like you live in Asia, you don't have anything to do with American culture, you wouldn't participate in Thanksgiving, right? Because I know I'm following Korean bands. They're not celebrating Thanksgiving right now. That's not a holiday there. They have their own version. That was like earlier in the year. But anyway, how is that being racist? First of all, I'm Asian, so how am I being racist to an Asian about sardine eating? I'm Asian, and I don't remember Thanksgiving involving sardines. Maybe in your Asian culture, your family, you have Asians, but you... I don't know. Anyway, let me end the poll now. Let's see. End poll. Let's check it out. So how many of you guys had sardines? Wow, 14% of you? Wow, I'm surprised it's so high. I thought it was gonna be like 98% no, just one person saying yes. Wow, I am impressed. Who had the sardines? If you want to pipe up, I know Flat Earther is a big sardine proponent. Yeah, VLAM. VLAM lives in Asia. Asian here. Thanksgiving means nothing to me. So. Can someone explain how I'm being racist here as an Asian? How am I showing any Asian hate here? Please be clear, because that's a huge claim, and you're on some thin ice here to accuse me, an Asian, of being racist towards an Asian. So you better explain it, or else you're in trouble here. Yeah, first Ryan's being a banana sexualizer, and now I'm being a racist towards a fellow Asian. So yeah, this is bananas, huh? Oops, wrong one.
Literally billions of insects.
Oops, wrong one. Damn it. Where'd the doctors go?
This is bananas.
Flat Earther probably thinks you're going to hell. Who's being racist? Yeah, no one has ever shown any racism in the chat without being blocked. I don't play with racism. So is he gone? Are you here to defend this charge of racism? Because I'm actually quite curious to see your argument as to how I was being racist as an Asian man here, being anti-Asian. I really want to hear this. This is making my day here. Powerful people, big business, government. Yeah, we've had a fun night tonight. We've had some weird stuff. I've been racist. We had veganism debunked in the form of haiku. I mean, yeah, Gianna. Yeah, I know. Yeah, in Asian countries they have something like Thanksgiving. You're saying Japan has a Thanksgiving, just on a different day, and it's also for a different reason. I know Korea has something kind of like that too. From what I'm aware of, I don't think China has anything quite like that, but maybe V or someone could tell me about that. But yeah, I'm Chinese. That's why I pointed out China. I grew up, in Chinese family. It has truly been special tonight. Who said I was being racist? This dude named Flat Earther said I was being racist because I mocked him for insisting that sardines, he said sardines are an essential food for Thanksgiving, and God wants us to eat them too, but you have to have sardines on Thanksgiving. And then I laughed at that, and I've never had them on Thanksgiving. No one else here has. Apparently few, but that was a racist comment he's saying. Hey, Farmed and Dangerous, good to see you. Sardines are a top-down conspiracy, and governments are pushing them on us, just like veganism. So anyway, I don't think Farmed and Dangerous wants to, or has the ability to defend his charge of me being an anti-Asian racist by denying that sardines are a food handed from God to us for us to consume gratuitously on Thanksgiving. Big sardine. I also performed an impromptu rap earlier with the haiku that was used to try to debunk veganism. That was interesting. Again, I was completely shocked and happy to see such creativity. A haiku created to debunk veganism. That was great. Yeah, this live stream is bananas, huh?
This is bananas.
Wow, Vietnam, in Japan you saw Santa on a crucifix? Wow. Well, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around that one. Yeah, it's been a wild night for sure, Graven Babies. Oh, man. Yeah, that Flat Earther person, I remember that name. I think he or she, it's got to be a guy, right? I mean, come on. Who are we kidding here? Anyway, 99% chance it's a dude. I've seen him come from time to time and leave weird comments. This might be the weirdest one of all, that I'm a racist. An anti-Asian racist. Wow. Yeah, VLAM. I'm with you too. Yeah, I very say when people use religion as a justification to do some just heinous acts like harm a person or invade people or kill animals, to be homophobic, to be racist, all sorts of immoral, unjustifiable acts. But they try to justify, oh, my religion told me. No, Jesus didn't tell you to be homophobic. Jesus didn't tell you to kill animals. Jesus didn't tell you to hate people of certain ethnicities. That's somewhere in your demented mind that you fantasize that connection. So anyway, yeah, it's been wild little night here. Kind of quiet, relatively speaking, but as far as like weirdness goes, but we've had our share of weird for sure. I honestly thought we were gonna get way more weirdos and just not weirdos, but that's the wrong word. Just trolls and anti-vegans because of all the trolls and anti-vegans I saw in my most recent video about Earthling Ed. I thought they found me again, and they're going to come Friday. Because he left some weird, nutty comments. Say, just come Friday and tell me. I don't want to hear about it right now. Just come and explain your bizarre theories to me on Friday. I don't have all day to sit there and keyboard, type back and forth, chat, and hear your dumb argument. Just come Friday and tell me. And tell everyone here. Yeah, there's also a claim of xenophobia, too. Yeah, what a strange name. So I'm xenophobic. In one night, I've learned I'm xenophobic, I'm racist, and I use bananas as some kind of X-rated emoji that's inappropriate for children. Like, wow, this has been a mind-blowing night. Yeah, what do you... Let's talk about some more triggering topics there, huh? Trapped in the Matrix, huh? You're afraid of Xena, the warrior princess. Yeah, I do need more happy content to counter all the, just all the nonsense. You're so right there, V. Yeah, the banana emoji offense was hilarious. It's like, that's on you. There's nothing inherently, like, child friendly about a banana emoji. That's on you if you look at a banana and all you can see is a male phallic object. I mean, I don't think that when I see a banana. I mean, I eat bananas every day. I'm not thinking of male phallic things. That's on you. It's that maybe you want to understand why you're seeing that. I'm not saying anyone's a bad person for seeing that. I'm just going, if you see that, that's your thing, and you might want to try to understand where that's coming from. You would think she was probably trolling, but I don't assume that anymore, because I've seen people get offended at anything. Seriously, anything. Yeah. People never cease to amaze me. Yeah, people get so triggered, Fallon. You're totally correct there. I don't think she was there, Carl, when I was talking about my butt. I think Barbara, who was offended by the banana emoji, didn't seem offended by my talking about my butt, but I don't think she was there at that point. I kind of remember her coming a little bit later in the evening. Yeah, just because you're offended doesn't mean someone's right, I mean, I'll hear them, I'll listen to them, and I'll say, okay, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I understand that you feel that way, that a banana is like some kind of phallic object that triggers you and inappropriate for children. I understand that you're feeling that, but when you look at it, a banana is not inherently a sexual object. It's a fruit that God or the creator or nature made, just like every other plant that we eat, and there's nothing inherently immoral about a banana. Hey, JL, are you watching right now? If you just subscribed, thanks for the sub if you're here, JL. Yeah, a lot of body parts are shaped like fruits. Yeah, like eggplant, cucumbers, carrots. The list goes on. I'm not sure why bananas are the ones that get picked on here. Oh, yeah, I don't know if Barbara heard the poop wall sounds. Huh? Good point, AJ Vintage. I don't know if this would freaked out Barbara, or not. I mean, again, if you're watching, Barbara, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just going, we don't know, because if the banana emoji triggered you or any person, I'm not just singling her out, who knows what else. I don't know. Does this trigger people? Anyone? I don't know. Yeah, maybe this pace is a little too edgy. We are a little edgy here. Not like super edgy, but there's a little edge to our humor and conversation here. But that keeps it fun, right? You know, it'd be boring if I just was all like super boring scientist all day, you know? Consider I'm not even a scientist, but if I were like that, like a boring philosopher all day, it'd be boring. Yeah, I could imagine someone being offended by poop sounds, huh? Whew. Oh, JL, that was you subscribing. Awesome, JL. Thanks for subscribing. And anyone else watching right now, if you want to make sure you get notified when we have new videos, be it, you know, non-live streams or live streams, when Angie posted the community tab like she did yesterday of our sort of Thanksgiving meal we had before Thanksgiving, the Rick Rubin Thanksgiving special, as we're calling it, you know, yeah, make sure you're subscribed. So do it right now. It's right, you know where the subscribe button is. You'll get notified and you'll be on top of all our content, because it's sad when it goes, we put out content that you want to see and you don't see it. It could be something really cool. Yeah, Heidi. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Either you like what we're doing here or you don't. Yeah, if you don't, leave it. And no offense, I won't be offended if someone says, hey, that Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, he's a little too edgy for me. You know, he's just like, you know, on the edge of being too offensive. You know, that's cool. I don't think I'm like that, but everyone has different tolerances and thresholds for stuff like that. And if I'm too edgy, cool. Find someone less edgy. You know, you definitely want to go to like the guy I banned, the YouTuber I banned recently, the vegan YouTuber. That's way more edgy. Guitar today. Let's see. Have I been playing anything cool on the guitar lately? I don't have anything cool to play on the guitar today. I haven't been playing much guitar this week. Devin blanks. They've come to the live stream for attention and then hurl accusations at me when they're embarrassed for not having a good point or base for the ignorant argument. Yeah, it is a kind of another level of trolling, huh? It's like, yeah, I'm used to it. It's cool, I'm the one that invited them here. Often when I see their comments, instead of fighting with them in the comments, which takes a long time and no one may ever see it, they may never see it, I've learned to use my time efficiently. I'll just kind of say, hey, come to Livestream Friday, talk about this, here's the link. And we could all hear it all together and enjoy it, rather than have just kind of no one ever see it in the YouTube comments. So anyway. That's funny, Jenna. If the banana emoji was in a different context next to peach emojis, it might be a little different, but it was just a soul banana emoji on its own, Let's see. Thanks for the comfort, Marco. You're very welcome. I'm glad I'm providing some comfort. Yeah, Carl, if you got to go for your bedtime, I've been on 2.5 hours and I got to start thinking about getting some dinner with Angie. But yeah, you were here for most of the time, so don't feel bad. You're probably not gonna, I don't think any Happy Healthy Vegan live stream history is going to be made from this point on, but you never know. I'll let you know next week if something amazing happened after you left, Carl. It's my bad time. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for another great stream. I do wish we get some more people who are genuinely curious about veganism. Maybe next week, huh? Yeah, I don't think this week we had anyone who is genuinely curious. Just people here to just fight or troll without any kind of real open-minded attitude. Let's see. Lynn, you were super entertained by the sardine argument. Yeah, that was a new one. The Jesus sardine argument. But Jesus ate sardines, though. Was Jesus wrong? I haven't heard that one before. So that was kind of cool. The Jesus sardine argument. I have to remember that one. Hey, take the dogs out, Graven. Get them their business handled. Jammed to Bowie's Rebel. No, I used to know how to play Let's Dance. That's Niles Rogers on the guitar there. But yeah, I don't recall it off the top of my head. And plus you need delay to really make it work right. Anyway. Yeah, you got to wind down, sir. I should get going soon too. I'm not sure what's for dinner tonight, Allison, but I'm going to lobby for burritos maybe. I'll tell Angie with some of the super chat tips that he gave us tonight. Should be able to afford us a couple bean and rice burritos with guacamole from the local taqueria that's open kind of late here, so I might do that. Or also maybe we'll make some kale Tuscan kale pilaf from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. So we'll see which way we go. You know, it's going to be rice and beans, you know, how we normally eat, you know, our favorite non-elitist foods. Huh. Go tell. In some versions of the Bible, Jesus was vegan or at least vegetarian. Yeah, I really, yeah. Last time I read the New Testament, I wasn't vegan, so I wasn't like looking for stuff like that. Yeah, that sounds possible, huh? But did he eat sardines, as Flat Earther was asserting there, that Jesus was eating sardines and therefore vegans should not like him or something like that. Wow, that's pretty cool. Backstage at a Nile Rodgers concert. That's awesome. Your friend went to school with the sax player in the band. Awesome. Sweet. That's always cool to get special access like that. You're going to have some elitist rice and beans now too? Awesome, Trapped in the Matrix. Yeah, it's probably going to be in my belly and not so long to some elitist rice and beans. Go enjoy your elitist all-carb food. Yeah, you know it. Ooh, yes, farmed and dangerous. Yeah, rice, when you really zoom in, it's tiny grains. When you look at it, it's like a banana, right? You know, it's not too much like unphallic, you know, anyway. Josh, yeah, I'm aware of Alan Savory's argument. If it were such a powerful argument, I'm kind of wondering why like more learned academics and scientists don't latch onto that and have, like, say, the United Nations reverse its policy on what we need to do to reverse climate change. I think if Alan Savory anything showed that in one particular circumstance with a certain climatic situation at that time, he had observed those results. But yeah, if this were something that were producible on a large scale and would save our planet, you would think the United Nations climate group would jump all over that and use that as a model to save our planet. So anyway, I'm not a climate scientist, but I follow what, again, I say don't listen to what one person says. Any one person can have some anomaly theory. It might sound good on paper. Listen to what organizations say. Like, say someone said something about what you should do about health or eating. That's one person. I don't follow what one person says. I look at what the consensus of the scientific community is, and I look for recommendations from health organizations. If I want to understand if veganism is dangerous, you can have some dude on like a carnivore YouTube or TikTok. Hey, veganism is going to kill you. You're going to die. It's nutritionally inadequate, blah, blah. Or we can go see what actual people who are actually learned in this subject. Like, who would you listen to? Some guy who doesn't have any credentials, doesn't have any experience in research and methodology, or you can look at health organizations. Like, say, all these here that say that, yeah, if you eat a sensible vegan diet, eat enough food, it's nutritionally adequate. Or you can listen to some guy with his shirt off saying, yeah, vegans are all weak and lame and they have no, listen to the scientific consensus. And the same thing when we're talking about climate change. You can listen to Alan Savory, one guy, or you can listen to the United Nations, the collective wisdom of the decades or centuries of combined experience on the United Nations climate panel, or listen to one guy. So yeah, one guy can say anything, but the reputation of an organization like the United Nations, to me, has way more weight than what one guy says. Anyway, that's my opinion on that. It's a good question to end there. So anyway, let's move on and start eating some of our leftovers, huh? Yeah, there, Dr. Bear. Listening only to Alan Savory and ignoring the broader scientific consensus would be an appeal to authority fallacy. And I'm not doing an appeal to authority fallacy when I say I look at the opinion of the United Nations. I actually want to see what the scientific consensus is and see if any organizations are making position statements, if you will, where their reputations are at stake. If they were to give some bogus information out, they would look like crap. Who would take them seriously if they were putting out bogus information? So yeah, any guy could say anything, and the scientific consensus to me takes priority over like the ramblings of one dude. So it's not an appeal to authority. It's actually finding what the scientific consensus is rather than finding the opinion of one dude. You understand the difference between one dude and like a group like, say, the Dietitians of Canada versus some guy that takes his shirt off on YouTube. Look at me, I'm a carnivore, vegans suck, and the diet's going to kill you. Or you can look at what, say, the Dietitians of Canada say, the British National Health Service says. Not appeal to authority. I'm just saying, I want to see what health professionals trained in the field, specialists in the field, have to say about this, rather than some guy who takes his shirt off and thinks he's God's gift to the planet because he's got muscle and a suntan or something like that. Anyway. Yeah, it was interesting, Josh. I'm not saying Alan Savory's dumb or stupid or anything. It's an interesting idea, but it goes against the scientific consensus in a major way. So either he's onto something, he's like the smartest guy ever on the planet, or he's just an outlier with an extreme anomaly that can't scale to any other situation other than the specific one that he observed. Anyway, Dr. Bear says, I guess it's good they have that disclaimer at least, but I wish they would take down this video since climate misinformation is already rampant. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, it goes against everything the United Nations says. They're saying that we actually need to eat way less meat to help our planet, and that's why they ranked vegan as the #1 most greenhouse gas friendly diet, and vegetarian #2. They didn't say we need to rewild all of nature with more cattle. And all their flatulence and all their extreme inputs that are required to produce cattle. You know, water, food, all that. Anyway, I guess that should be it for tonight's live stream, right? What do you guys think? Shall we call it a night here? Even though some of you guys don't seem like you want to go, I guess we probably should go. What's Uncle saying there? I still have vegan pumpkin pie with vegan whipped topping. You have some right now? Well, guess where we're going tonight then, guys. We're going to pop at Uncle Walt's house and eat all his pumpkin pie there. That sounds good. No, that's too far. There's no good direct freeway route. If we can get there in 10 minutes, I'd be there in a second, Uncle. Oh, I wish you could zap us the pie right now. That sounds so good. I love pumpkin pie. That's why. That's like a kryptonite for me. You know, kryptonite in the sense I just want to go get it right now. Yeah, we're like having a massive slumber party, huh, right now, Farm to Dangerous. Yeah, but I'm actually not tired as far as sleepiness goes, but I'm getting hungry, really. I didn't have the biggest lunch, and yeah, I did deadlifts today, like I told you. So I'm ready. I got to get some more calories in me. I don't want to be those vegans that, you know, waste away and VD is gonna make a video about me or anything like that. Vegan mac and cheese too. Yeah, we actually had some last week. We often have a box in the back of the cupboard just if we want to make something quick. Vegan mac and cheese. Put some frozen Trader Joe's fries in the air fryer and have a simple little meal. We're making you hungry, Heidi. Sorry. Scandinavian. We're getting it going right now. Vegan. Why are eggs not vegan? Should I link you to the Earthling Ed video rather than me explain? I think I got it right here. Hang on 1 second. See if I have it. Ah, crap. I lost the link. Earthling Ed made a video for people like to say, hey, what if I have backyard chickens and hens, and how is that vegan or not? He made a great video about it. Just Google Earthling Ed eggs and he'll give you a better explanation than I can right now. Almost 3 hours into this live stream and I'm starving my ass off. Yeah, Dr. Bear, let's leave the sardines in the ocean where they belong. I will tell you this, Scandinavian. Am I pronouncing your name right, though? That you don't need to eat eggs. It's not like an essential nutrient that's in eggs, without which a person who abstains from eggs would like get sick or diseased or be at higher risk of disease or perish or something like that. So there's no need to eat them. That's the whole point. Like, why would you need to eat eggs? I mean, there's stuff in eggs that you definitely don't want. High saturated fat, dietary cholesterol, raised LDL, increase your risk for heart disease. That's not my opinion. That's the opinion of pretty much every cardiologist association that I've ever seen. So there's things in eggs you don't really need, and there's nothing in there you really need. There's things that are bad for you, and there's things in there that are nutritious. Not to say they're devoid of nutrition, of good things, but you can get those things from plants. So there's really zero need to eat eggs. They're not an essential nutrient. You can get everything from plants. I'm saying I haven't had any eggs in over a dozen years, and my blood tests are fine. I'm not dropping dead or anything like that. So you don't need eggs, and as Hardly 10 Man Adonis says, eggs are just gross. Like, you don't need eggs. If you really want to eat eggs, have some the Just Egg. It's really scrambles and looks and tastes almost just like a real scrambled egg. Yeah, they're cholesterol bombs. They have dietary cholesterol and saturated fat, so you get like a double dose of cholesterol. Dr. Bear, eggs are very unhealthy. In fact, it isn't merely that eggs aren't necessary. Yeah, in fact, they're so unhealthy because of the LDL cholesterol raising stuff, like I mentioned there, that the egg board, you've seen this video, guys, on nutritionfacts.org, they're not allowed, since they receive government subsidy funds from the United States government, they're not allowed to say eggs are healthy. They can't say that because they're so bad as far as raising saturated fat, and there's such high contents of saturated fat and dietary cholesterol, raises your LDL. So you can't even claim them to be healthy if you're receiving funding from the United States government. There's no real need to eat them. Again, if you want to get some of the nutrients found in eggs, just find them in plants. There's nothing essential about eggs. So there's the health argument there. But if you want to see the more ethical argument about eggs, just type in Earthling Ed eggs, and we'll have. In fact, I'll do it for you right now. Let me go to YouTube. I was actually checking out some microphones. Whoa, okay, I'm on the wrong browser right now. Shows you I'm getting really hungry. Okay, let's go there right now. YouTube. Earthling Ed eggs. All right, here we go. Why don't vegans eat
We know
backyard
that vegans
eggs? So,
don't
I'll link it to you here in the chat, into the live chat, and you can watch it at your leisure after this live stream. Yeah, Dr. Bear, it's so unfair that our tax dollars go to subsidize, drive down the prices of meat, dairy, eggs, and same thing doesn't happen for plants. So it sounds like if the government's pushing veganism on the public here, they're doing a pretty crappy job. Okay, Scandinav, you got the link there? Awesome. You could check it out and listen to his argument and decide for yourself about the ethical part. But so as far as a health standpoint, you don't need to eat eggs. If so, I would be really sick and dead right now. Then the opposite is true. Very not sick, very alive, very non-deficient. I put my blood tests up here all the time for you guys to see. So anyway, that was a good thing to end on there. I'm proud to be leading you guys, Hutchie. And come back next Friday, everyone, for the next live stream. Unless I throw in a midweek live stream, you never know. And I promise I'll get Angie in here, and we'll do another Happy Fam members only live stream. So, never know. We might not give you as much notice next time. We might give you like just a few hours notice or 24 hours notice. But Angie and I were talking about doing one soon. We were just talking about it today, but I said I'm doing my live stream, my Friday one today, so we'll do a Happy Fam only one today. So if you want to get on that, make sure you click the join button and become a channel member. That's all the people there with the badges next to their names. Their names are in green. You stand out in the live chat. So we'll do another Angie and Ryan together chatting with the Happy Fam. Really one-on-one kind of experience here. Cool, AJ. Yeah, thanks for the hilarious live, Ryan. Have a great weekend. Yeah, it was kind of hilarious, huh? The sardine argument and all that, the banana phallic thing, and it's been pretty wild. So thanks, everyone. I'm not sure on when our next videos come up, but Angie just uploaded one. It's ready to go. We'll probably get it out for a few days. We're gonna we got to write the show notes and get a thumbnail made, but she made a sort of a vlog of sorts. You'll see it. And I'm not sure what my next video is, so if you have any ideas, contact me in the comments. Contact me on Twitter at Ryan Lum, RyanLum, or yeah, just find a way. I enjoy getting your guys' feedback, or tell me in the next live stream if there's someone you want me to check out. If someone said something really nuts, and I need to have a look, guys. All right, so thanks to all our moderators. Uncle, thanks for being here the whole time. Peter popped in for a little bit and left. But yeah, thanks everyone, Happy Fam, and just all our regular weekly viewers and new viewers too. Thanks for being here and contributing to this community that I've tried so hard to create a nice, happy community where we kick out all the trolls, or at least the ones that are disobeying our basic rules of being cool and civil. Hopefully it's a place that you guys like to return to on Fridays. Every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do the math. That's about 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. So just calculate backwards. That's when I do this. Every Friday, pretty much religiously. I can't even think the last Friday I missed, guys. So yeah, thanks everyone. And let's see. I see some more questions. I scanned the name. I can't answer anything more right now. We're going, but come back next week. You know where we're at, where we're here. Subscribe. You'll get notified, hopefully, if you hit the notification bell. And just come back Friday, 6:30 PST. And we do this all the time where we talk about any and all things vegan. And we also listen to people trying to debunk veganism at the same time, too. All right. I think we have links to the shirts if you want to get one of those off our store. If not, I'm not here to pimp shirts, but we'll actually I think we're having a special sale next week for the Keep It Carb. The Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. So it's a deep sale like we've never done before. So we're gonna go hard on Cyber Week next week. So if you're interested in buying some of your friends copies of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook at a ridiculous price. We're going to go more hardcore than we've ever have. I hate to say hardcore now. I keep thinking of Elon Musk. We're going to go way more hardcore on discount than we ever had before. So look next week. We should have that ready to go on Cyber Monday, guys. So just letting you know, if you're thinking of Christmas presents for friends, think about that, All right, guys. All right, much love, and I will see you guys super duper soon. So until next time, remember, doesn't suck being vegan. Bye, guys. Much love.